All right, we're back at it. Sitting at a sweet C strength rating, but only for who knows how long, because we do have some third years that are pretty much carrying the team and will eventually graduate. I'm doing pretty good. We're like 28-8 with two ties so far in all of our games. So far, so good. And we finally got to having a nicer field because we've been getting better. We're a contender now, which is shocking. I don't know if we can request a game. We're going to see. And we'll just do some weighted throws. It's Cookie's birthday. Don't say they grew taller because they already can't fit in the screen. It's also Marmaduke's birthday. See, he can grow taller. He's not super tall. But last time we got to get some new people, some that were actually pretty good, and some that are, who knows if we're going to get to see or not. We're also a contender, and they probably want us to go against a lot of powerhouse type people, but we'll go against a contender. Go against Ito. I do appreciate for YouTube when this eventually goes up that you guys have given it a lot of support. Kind of just doing this whenever. We've been kind of doing it at least once a week if I can, but sometimes it's a little more delayed. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Not great with compliments. I've been pretty bad at like responding to any of the comments because I'm just like, I don't know what to say. But it's been fun. It's, like I said, it's been really enjoyable. I like this mode a lot. We will do a star mode probably if I might just be recording that one at some point just to kind of mess around with. I don't know how often I'll do that, but I did want to like try it. Because I did try it a little bit with like a random made up character, but I was like, I might record this. Oh, right, we did. I don't know if I have this installed. Do we have it? Okay, we do have a batting machine. It said when I started the high school coach, or like the high school principal gave me that. Ahoy, here you go. That'll help you. Grant second wind. Montague might be. I don't know who's going to be our next like developed starter out of this. As the stream is going to also deal with some internet hiccups. It's kind of why I wanted to do star mode off stream because I don't want to deal with my internet constantly fluctuating. Kind of fluctuates a lot during the live stream of doing this because summer my internet sucks. I really like the idea of Montague's got the EFIS pitch things, and I really like that because it's, another style of like how I like using the knuckleball. But we'll give you a second wind. There you go. I don't even know if that... I think that might just said there was no reason for that. Or like, you're not even at that level. You don't even need to use that dirt. Let's just do some of these. Last time we also did win the spring like tournament thing to get us into, I think it was the regional or the like something big. Hendricks is trying to improve his academic skills. Yeah, the spring regional tournament bracket has been announced. We gotta decide our lineup. Well, I mean, fucking Dan Cuball pitched the entirety of the last game. We didn't even like see another pitcher come out. All right, so we got our first game. It's contender. Normally I try to let the first years get a little action in on this. They're going to probably get replaced really quick. Doo-doo. Jeff, come in here. Dunk, you can sit out for this one. They're going to get crushed because we're having these guys come out here to pitch against a contender, but it's a practice game, and I want them to get some time out there. Fucking Hulk Marmaduke can go out there. It's going to be a disaster. They are going to get crushed and probably replaced very quickly throughout the game. We'll leave Max Cookie in for second year to go and pitch instead of Dan for this, at least. I've been trying to get to throw a little harder. It's almost to 90 miles per hour. Not throwing nearly as hard as the others, as it's instantly clocked off the wall. Home run. I gotta get better at pitching. Instantly gave up a bomb. I hope by third year Max Cookie can be decent enough to get us by until we have another, because their ERA not doing too great. Granted, some of it's been my fault. But Dan's going to graduate after this year. We have one more year of Cookie. At least Oil's still out there at left. We still have one decent fielder for our lineup with our first years in. Playing out there for fun. Oh, Jeff's not going to get a double play on this. I was going to say, poor Jeff out there ain't going to do shit. He got lucky to get one out on that. Popped it up over to Jeff. Recall, I think his name's just Jeff. I think he's spelled with two different versions of Jeff. All right, we gave up the one home run. Got a lot of first years who have not played. Folk Marmaduke, Flint Rub, Jeff, Sky Baron, and whoever the last one was I didn't get to see. Our first year outfielder, Folk Marmaduke. Gets a little hit. I mean, it's going to maybe get a hit whenever. Here's our other first year, but he's actually gets to stay in the starting lineup all the time. Jimmy Grease. One of the higher recruited catchers that we got coming in for the high school for his first year. If I could actually hit, he'd do great. Ooh, he dropped it. I don't think he needed to slide. But he was like, he's the first year, great, fresh out of the box that we could just use right away. We don't have to wait on him. He can only get better. Ryland Oil, though, our third year, which I'm going to be so sad to see leave. He's really developed into quite the outfielder. He was mainly just made to be a speed demon, but his contact developed so well, and then he gained a little bit of power. Got a little pop in his bat. And the stream, if you get any hiccups, I'm sorry. My internet is fluctuating horribly. Here's Flint Rub, who's got big shoes to fill as the first base position at some point, because DK will be graduating after this year. So we're gonna need Flint Rub to try to hopefully develop in the same vein as DK, or at least similar. He may not be a power threat, but he can try. Second year outfielder MacArthur Hendricks. A little weak grounder over to third. Able to beat the double play and get the run in. And we'll let them take it over. All right, they're killing us. Who's out here pitching right now? Yep. I'd say they probably brought Dad in. It is 6-3. They're like, we've seen enough. Bring in Dan. Oh, Barron got that. He was a little slow to turn around and go for that. I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if he's going to get that. Smacked over to Hendricks. That'll be a run in. 7-3. Not looking good for the Oozastics' first game out here, but it is practice, and we did bring in all of our not great players. All right, we'll switch it up. We'll bring out Burt Rickey, our third-year outfielder. I tried to follow it, but I got right under it. He got a hit, but he hasn't done much else since then. Condition. There, here we go. Proof contact. Make your contact even better, Jimmy. Ooh. I just couldn't line myself up correctly with that, and that's a double play to end it. Well, luckily it's a practice game. It is going to hurt our reputation, though, when we get through, but it, you know, at least it gives experience for these first years to come out and do something. And cue ball just striking out, getting through. Ryland Oil to kick us off here, batting in the third. In the third spot of the lineup. I am always so surprised that that's not caught by the second baseman. If he just lifts his arm up even a little, he could at least slap it down. They must have used DK at some point because he is not on the lineup today, so they must have pinch hit, used him earlier. So Flint Rubb is just going to do what he does best and try. Get a little bit of DK power because of a pep talk. Not quite the power we were hoping for. Gonna need to run back there, guy. It's almost over past second on that one. Loud out number one. MacArthur Hendricks with a nice swing. That'll get the runner to third. Because Ryland Oil is fast as fuck. And then you got Jeff, who is not doing great. Jeff up here. Looking to do anything right now. Probably would be smarter to just bunt with him. Three balls, one strike. Oh, God, I swung over top of it. Full count. Hold it foul. Do love pulling the ball a lot. It's a weak little bloop. That'll bring in a run. 7-4. Trying to keep it alive while Lynn Reynolds, our second year now shortstop, comes in. Lynn cracks that over to left field, and that's going to keep the bases loaded for whoever's coming up next. I'm not sure who's up because of the mix of people. It's Sky Barron, our other catcher, who has a chance to develop into a pretty good bat. He already came in with pretty good fielding. He was just given a fucking muscle shot, and they threw it down the middle for him. That was our best case scenario. I was like, I gave him a lot of power and no contact. Grand salami for the first year. I was like, the only way it's going to work is if he throws it down the middle. And that's how you walk off the game. That's how you win. The Utastics never die. Ninth inning heroics. 5 runs in the ninth. Ooh, boy, it's definitely an easy win, my ass. I don't think you know what an easy win is, game. If easy win means lose the whole time and then win at the end, then sure. We have a lot of those easy wins. Go to the stadium. Work on teamwork. Then do a club manager thing. Yeah, you guys better learn. Rub's going to decide to rethink his approach. He's a bunt hunter? Rub, you're not a bunter. Stop trying to bunt. I don't want my next first baseman to be all about bunting. That's a terrible replacement for when DK graduates. Tournament brackets for the Spring Regional Tournament. Opening game is 5:20. The players are excited. The Spring Regional Tournament is finally here. Them, and they're a contender rated. Well, we'll see what happens now that we're bringing the best of all of our players out there. It's not bringing in first years. My dude, how does Clyde do fare? Like, I think he should be out there instead of, but I guess he's got better catching and fielding. Yeah, plus Clyde doesn't do great against righties. He does have better speed and a better arm. If we were to move him to play left field. Yeah, we'll just keep what we have. He'll be fine. Round 1 in the Spring District Tournament. Burt Rickey to lead us off. 339 batting average, 7 RBIs. That's a hard slider for a ball. Going to jam it over shortstop, and it does get down for Burt Rickey with a leadoff single. That leads our first year, Jimmy Grease, whose debut was literally in a spring tournament. And he showed to do pretty well. He lacks power, but he makes up for it for pretty solid contact and above average fielding. As we get a little bloop past the second baseman for a single. So we'll take it back-to-back hits. Leaves the bases with runners on for Ryland Oil. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. I'm in danger. Flip over to center field, but that's going to be an out. Out number 1. And we have DK, whose entire career so far is 25 home runs and 74 RBIs. He looks like he's playing in a professional league stat line, not a high school stat line. Because his numbers don't look anything like anyone else's, and they continue to improve. It's a 3-run home run blast. DK's already just chose violence. He just got here. His first at-bat, he's already decided he wanted violence. That's one way to kick off this whole tournament. ...101 miles per hour off the bat and a 27-degree, trajectory. Just made it over the fence. None of the other teams have that amount of home runs. He's got to have broken, a ton of records. Especially for this shit of a school. We have Dan Cueball, who during the entirety of the last spring tournament thing we did to get here, didn't let any other pitcher pitch. He went through complete game after complete game. We'll see how he does here. He's actually developed a quite a decent pitcher, or at least a really good pitcher for me, for this team. I didn't think he was. Kind of during his second year, he was kind of fumbling around a bit, and I didn't know how to feel. I was a little worried. Yeah, he heard it. He's like, I got to get out of here quick. But he's sporting an under 2 ERA. Dan Cueball has been doing just monstrous job for his final year. Trying to really prove that he should get drafted. Got a nasty changeup, a decent fastball to keep them off balance, and then every so often the curveball. And then he's got the cutter. Great pitches to keep them all off balance. Catches the corner with the curve, and that'll be a strikeout. Stan Cueball gets through with no damage and minimal problems. He is in danger, though, with a runner on first and second and no outs. Over to Joe Trace. Tries to go to second, go to first. Double play. So now a runner on third and with 2 outs. Oh, I try to get it up and in. Will Ricky be able to get this one? All right. So got into a little trouble, but no damage. That double play was huge. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Through the sinker, which we haven't thrown too much. Oh, I wanted it. Oh, that didn't go low. That ball's gone. I wanted that ball a little lower outside the zone, and that ball just stayed. That one's on me. I wanted that fastball way lower, and I didn't get the perfect on it, so it just fucking stayed as a meatball. All right, looks like team's got to try to battle back. Ryland Oil will lead us off. My mistake in pitching has cost us dearly. But our offense hasn't really developed much off of the 3-run homer we had earlier either. So we've been kind of shut down since then. Oh, I was hoping to get over the second baseman. Jammed me. Okay, up to bat. They throw one thing that stays where it needs to be and doesn't move too much, and we might be good. Nope, it moved at the last second. It fooled me. But he bobbled it, so DK gets on an error. It's a very weird single. A rare infield getting on base moment. Guy throws so many breaking pitches. He has so many breaking pitches that I'm like, the fastball's a rarity. That's going to be a double play. And that's how we quickly lose the tournament. I mean, it was my fault. I threw that fastball poorly. But our team's offense didn't show up too much during the simulation. Their pitcher kept us to 5 hits. So that's what happens. We were against a pretty good team. Kai is not to be fucked with. Ah, my reputation. Well, you know what that means. More training. Well, that was our journey to the spring tournament. Hendricks is Tokyo's cool guy. We may have lost, but you know what? We won with Hendricks being a cool guy. Thank God for that. Oh, I guess we're gonna. At least we can have a practice game. You know what? We'll go against a powerhouse team. We'll we'll redeem ourselves in a practice game where usually I put only the first years a lot in, but we'll just let everyone the third years play. Kind of see if we can get our reputation improved again. Grease gives his senior dude a back massage. Just words. These were words I was not ready to read today. Dude's back feels brand new. Dude, thanks, Grease. It's like things I was not ready to have to read today, I guess. That. Let's go with that for now. I could save my new streak. It's unfortunately made for baseball. Not your favorite, but, you know, at least you can kind of start keeping your streak or start saving for the new one. Stu came up with a super productive session today. He said the method is to, I don't know, run the bases efficiently. Up that speed a little. We can avoid double plays with it. Our practice against the powerhouse team. We'll see how it goes. Normally in practice games, I let the first years play, but for this, I was like, we'll just let everyone play. We kind of bombed that spring game, so kind of got fucked up on my end there. All my fault. I want the corners, but the umpire don't want to give it to me. I believe it. It's going to happen. It's going to take some adjusting. That makes the sleep all the more better when you finally can get it. Waste the pitch. This guy's got S speed back there. Just seeing if he was going to run on me. Just watching you, you fast son of a bitch. Oh, I was hoping he was going to touch the base when I went for that throw. He didn't tag the base. Might have been a small chance for a double play. Week 1, 2 cue ball for the out. Not kidding with them being a powerhouse. Ooh, boy, almost hit him. A lot of A power getting thrown around here. It's like a team of DKs out here. And I throw a meatball like that. It happens. I mean, I'm still not in great shape for it, but when I worked, when I went to McDonald's and things like that, it was like miserable for the first like couple weeks to a month, and then once you start to kind of get used to it, your body adapts. Eventually, you just kind of get into the shape you need. Or Ricky will lead us off. This is the problem with all these crazy powerhouse teams. Now we're going against teams that don't just throw a fastball as much, and I'm doomed. My weakness is showing. Following a breaking pitch. Jimmy Grease. Hitting .425 with 2 RBIs. Been doing real well in that designated hitter spot, the DH. One ball, one strike. up to the second baseman, but not enough to go over him. Having a bad hitting day. At some point, I might just have to do the managing thing where I just let the cards choose because I'm doing terrible at hitting. Especially against breaking pitches. I'm fooled. Two balls, one strike for Ryland Oil. Nope. Yeah, it happens. I remember when I started because I could not stand very well because I had a lot of back problems and stuff that I was like, I either needed to sit down a lot, which wasn't good. Kaze Sunny up, doing real well there in the catchers, his third year. But I also was like, I need to go home at times early if they didn't need me to stay. Because luckily at the time for McDonald's that I worked at was like very like flexible with the schedule. And that's going to get down, and that'll bring in a run. Kaze Sunny continue to be that consistent hitter we need. I can hit anything most of the time that's a fastball. The moment they throw a breaking pitch, I look like I'm swinging like fucking like a fucking, I don't know, at ghosts. I'm trying to hit a ghost. Oh, that didn't bring. I was holding the button, but it didn't bring the runner down. Luckily, it didn't matter. I had to stop. Yeah, you kind of have to just adjust to get used to it. Beautiful hit. I appreciate it. Burt Rickey, though, back to the top of the lineup with one out. Runners on first and second for our third year. Oh, man, they get the corners. I throw it there, and it's a ball. Burt Rickey's fast, though, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. Jimmy Grease, though, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Our first year Jimmy. Little bloop over to second. He does have the range to get it. So we get 2 runs. Not terrible. Could have been better, but we'll take it. Dan Cue Ball still out there pitching. Runner on second with 2 outs. I like that I chose to throw a fastball up for some reason against a guy with A power, but, you know, I was feeling it. Ooh, Dan Cue Ball's in a bit of trouble. Runner on second with no out. That was nearly a work when I realized I forgot my gloves. Oh, it was just like, ah, shit. That ball was pulled very foul. Damned him on that one. Sonny gets the first out. We'll take it. Terrified to pitch these teams. A lot of my basic ass methods that I would do is easily shows how bad of a pitcher I am. Mainly because I don't throw out of the zone too much because they fucking never swing at outside the zone all too much. And I'm just like, I don't want to get behind in the count, but it's better than throwing a fucking meatball down the middle. Runners on the corners with 1 out. There we go. He finally swung at that one. Curveball dropped out of the zone. Risky because I didn't know if he was going to get the corner with that one. Jammed it, goes up to behind second base. And we get out of that with no problems. You know? Just the one. Man, Dan, you are getting yourself into a lot of trouble. You're not looking like the Dan I saw during that one spring tournament. This is looking like first year Dan all over again. Hit right to him. Throw to first. Out. Gets out of trouble. Shab. All right, Shab. Get your clean on. Who we have coming out here? You brought Max Cookie out. All right. Max Cookie will kick us off for the 9th inning. Then they're going to be our third-year starter once Dan's gone. So, and they haven't been doing it exactly the best, but they're trying. They have heart, but they do lack a little bit of a put away. Smacks that one foul. Oil was nowhere near it. I was holding the button, but he didn't really run. Oh, Trace, you almost got it, buddy. Back-to-back hits. Max Cookie in a bit of trouble. That's going to give up a run. Max Cookie just can't spot it on the corners like I want. Well, why was that the cutoff man with second base? That was like, they got the guy to third. All right, Cookie, you're really struggling out there. So what we're going to do is Grease, go out and talk to him. Calm him down. Just try to get out of this. It's a practice game, so we don't really care if we win or lose, though our rep gets hurt. But you know what? We were ready for this. Where is that going? Oh, my God. You missed the cutoff man by a mile, Oil. All right. Well, let's see if we can make a comeback. Ryland Oil to lead us off against a guy I can't hit against. Unless he does that. If he just throws it down the middle, we can come back in no time. Got DK up, hitting 429. He got a power, and he's got, 70-something RBIs and 20-plus home runs. Again, having a professional stat line in high school is nuts. We'll move the runner to third. Got runners on the corners now for MacArthur Hendricks, who is not very good. But do we have anybody who can talk to him for a contact boost, or is it all just power boosts? All we have is motivation and power boosts. Everyone just give him power. Caught the fucking corners, you son of a bitch. You nasty son of a bitch. Thank you. I was going to say, please throw it down the middle for my little guy he's not very good. MacArthur Hendricks can look like he did something today. Just a little weak bloop. Just a little guy. All right, they changed pitchers for Joe Trace, who's hitting 373 with 22 RBIs. And he's throwing 93 miles per hour of heat. And then drops it to 86 on that one. Well, now the bases are juiced because I'm not running for third. DK's unfortunately not that fast. Now bring up our second year Lynn. Big opportunity for an RBI. Ooh. First baseman laying it out for the out. Couldn't get it by him, and even if he did, it feels like that might have still been a double play. We'll go to our catcher, Kaze Sunny. Gonna be back in contact now after I've just been fucked on those pitches. Holy shit, he spotted him well. Oh, I swung right over top. He fooled me there. Oh, God, it's Lloyd. Fucking Lloyd's back out here. Yep. Well, we tried. It was a good attempt. Dan didn't look his best out there, but this is a good test to see how we are against powerhouse teams. And right now, we're not that good. We are just a contender, so... We did try, and now Grease is Tokyo's cool guy. Making a name for himself. He's the Grease man. Yeah, actually, we'll go with this. See how this goes. We're going to do a strategy game where I come in to pick a card at, like, certain points instead of me trying to bat and just see how the team goes in this practice game. In certain points, I just come in, see if the team can just do it without me. Island Oil up. Runners on first and second. You try to bunt for a hit, which has apparently a higher chance of working. Let's just auto bat, because I think the higher number meant that they were supposed to be able to, if I read that correctly. Right? I think. So we're just letting him do what he thinks is best. So we're going to miss 2-2. It's this over to left field. Oh, my God. He hits it out of here. It's a 3-run home run shot for Ryland Oil. Yeah, I like playing so I'm doing something every so often, but I definitely like doing the strategy stuff every so often. Another at-bat opportunity for more runs. They brought in a different pitcher, Joe Trace. Go for a pull swing. Nope. That was the opposite of what I wanted, Joe Trace. That wasn't even pulling. Give me Grease. The strategy cards have gone up a level. Sure. Well, you're not a power guy, so power hitting is just, try for a push swing. It helps your contact go to a B. He tried. It did up his contact when I told him to do it, so. Runners on first and second with no outs for MacArthur Hendricks. And a pull swing it. Your contact goes down, but you get a little pop in your bat if you can pull this. Oh my God, you nearly got crushed. Dude, he's throwing 60 miles per hour. There you go. Lined out to left field. That'll bring in a run. Arthur Hendricks with an RBI single. 5-2 in this practice rain game. Now that'll bring up Joe Trace, who's 0 for 3. We'll cheer loud. Everyone's condition feeling good. I would prefer you to just try to aim for a sac fly if you can. Or watch 2 pitches go right by. That was a 55-mile-per-hour circle changeup, and holy shit, you swung right through it. That looks like something I would do. Just go for contact. Lynn, I don't want anything crazy. Just go for contact. All I want is you guys to swing the bat. Nope. Apparently this 58-mile-per-hour pitch is fucking us up. Kaze Sunny. Go for a pull swing, pal. crushes that one out to center, but not enough for it to go anywhere. So unable to do much more than what we were able to get out of that. Now onto the pitching side. Maybe something good will happen. Control pitch, velocity pitch, power. Are on first. Gotta go for the lower. Try to go for a ground ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Nope, does not work out. Hits out to center. That would be a run in. 5-3. Man, you got to get yourself sorted out here, man. All right, try for outside pitches. Strike 1 with a changeup. Gets him with the sinker swinging. Strike 2. Cutter on the outside does not work. He's threw 3 of those pitches, or 2 of those pitches in the exact same spots. That one gets by the second baseman. Should have dove for it. Ooh, what an arm. Almost got him there. But 5-4 as Dan's really struggling. Might have to bring in a reliever. Dan's not looking too hot out there. Since the practice, we'll bring in Shadow for relief. All opposing players have been shaken. We'll see how he does. I recall Shadow's got the Reaper perk, so it's like when he comes out, it kind of is supposed to be like he's better against them coming out of the relief thing at one point. Ground ball that's slowed by the rain. It will bring in a run, but he does get the out. If there wasn't rain, that ball would have slid right by. And that one's going right up the middle. Shortstop's able to get it. What a throw. The range from our shortstop. Lynn able to get that one and throw him out. Keeps the game tied. That is still out there pitching. Just try to aim for a ground out, I guess. Oh, it's the opposite of what I asked, but it goes over to right. For out number 1. He pitches low. And, well, you did, but that just gave up a single. Watch runner. Just keep an eye on that runner. Didn't really matter. Runner's going for third. It's going to be a runners on the corners with 1 out. I'm going to have someone come out. Let's Grease, get out there and give him a little bit of advice just to calm him down, improve him a bit. Pitching has been one of our strong points, even though we're a defense and pitching-oriented training regiment. As they go for a bunt, they went for a little suicide squeeze. I heard them running before the bunt was even dropped. So they get the lead, 6-5. Ooh. That ball hits left. Our pitching, even though that's our training regimen, is about things. Our pitching has not been very good. Even though we have them developing on it. Runner trying to take off to steal. He's out by a fucking mile, and that will end the inning. So 1 run gets across, but the team needs to get something going here as Jamie Love will lead us off. The second year playing first base, so they must have taken DK out for some reason. I don't know why they would pull him. Practice games, the substitution seems to do a couple weird things here and there. Go for a push swing, Jamie Love. One ball, one strike. Love hits this one over to second for out number one. We got Chris Ahoy, first-year third baseman. Not looking to do a whole lot of anything, but we'll just see what he can do. They seem to have done some interesting substitutions while we were simming through. I don't know why Chris Ahoy is out here, but we're not going to complain, I guess. We'll just deal with it. Out number two. All right, MacArthur Hendricks, down to you. Give him a steroid shot. Just go for power, buddy. You got this. Strike one. Ballwood, 1-1. 2-1. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Down to the final out here. Powers this one right into the ground to kill anything in the dirt. For the last out, and that's ball game. Ears have struggled to find a win here. We cannot seem to buy a win. Last session, we were able to get a lot of wins. Our team was hitting very well. Simulation, our team is not hitting very well all of a sudden. Can't win during the practice. We are looking very bad out here right now. Barron didn't do too well, and you'll need to go to, classes. Come on, Barron. You got to get better than that. Reynolds has gotten taller. He's already very tall. School wants to practice against us, a contender team. We'll take it. Hell yeah. The first year, Montague's looking like a new player. He's got the Aura Reaper thing, which is, I guess, really good to have. We'll do another strategy during the practice game, see how they do. All right, your Tactics got at least 2 runs in the early part of the innings. Chance for more with runners on the corners for Lynn. We'll have Lynn just swing for it. Just focus on contact. About 93 miles per hour. Well, you made contact, but, kind of next time out there into the field that's not the infield part of it would be great. Runner on second for Lloyd. I'll be honest, Lloyd kind of isn't that great that I've almost was tempted to just sacrifice bunt would be better just to move the runner to third. Just try to bunt him over. Lloyd isn't the best at hitting, and he was almost fast enough to make that bunt into a hit. Go for contact. All I need you to do is hit it to the outfield, and we get the run in. That works even better than what I was saying. Ricky Burt with the RBI, single to make it 3-0. Just a good piece of hitting by Ricky. Runners on first and second for a chance for Ryland Oil to do some more damage. We're going to go for a push swing. Really up his contact. Weakens his power, but that's okay. Two balls, one strike. He does push it over to left field. Runners rounding third, going home, and that will be an RBI single for Ryland Oil. Hughes offense waking up here in this practice game, which is definitely needed since they've been all in a bit of a slump. Now, you have DK up. Going for nothing but pull swinging at S power and C contact when he does this. That ball smoked, and even when I'm not controlling it, that ball is out of here. 3-run home run, 449 feet. DK with another home run to the list. That makes it 7-0. That's ball game. Mercied him. A much-needed mercy win for the team that has been on quite the losing streak in the last hour. A huge win. Definitely needed. It's only a practice game, but I love to win. Cue Ball played his heart out there, don't you think? And Reynolds Canto's Sleeping Lion. Good for him. All right, we get to go in for game 2 at 7:10 for this summer tournament. Hopefully we don't just blow it right in the beginning. But we'll see. I do need to skip a practice. I feel like they're getting tired. But just work on that. You know what? I just want my players to have good academic success. Good. Because some of them didn't make it. Some had Fs, all right? So, you know. Let's get practice, keep energy good. Get our teamwork, improve that defense. You know, that Jeff is starting to click with the others. That didn't last long. I guess he must have said something the others didn't take too kindly to. Oh, Joe Trace's morale was down. Damn it, Jeff. This is an underdog team. I should be able to beat them no problem. I've been lied to before. Actual tournament. Burt Rickey to lead us off. 336 average, 9 RBIs. Gets us a nice leadoff single. The first year Jimmy Grease, who's hitting 353 with only 2 RBIs, but, you know, he's batting second. So he's not getting many RBI opportunities, but he's been hitting pretty consistently, keeping that average above 300. Ryler Doyle. Final year, I'm going to be sad to see him go. He's really turned around. When I first got him, I was unsure if he was going to really be anything decent other than just a speed outfielder, but his batting has really taken a turn for the better, and he's hitting over 400. He was our go-to leadoff guy for a bit, but because his contact improved so much, being lower in the lineup just works out to bringing people in. But this is the man that I'm going to be sad to see go. 81 RBIs, 20-something, I think it said, home runs. I don't know who is ever going to replace this guy. It don't matter who comes in. DK is not going to be easily replaced. Flint is not going to hold a candle to what he can do. And anyway, we're just back-to-back hitting on this underdog team as we're going to continue to bring some runs in. That'll be 3 runs right away. And I think the CPU will take over from there. Dan Cue Ball will take the mound for this one. We're kind of just bullying an underdog team right now, but I'd rather take that what we can because we've been struggling out here. Cue Ball gets the strikeout to start us off. We're able to get 5 runs in that inning, and it's 5-0. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Dan. Oh, I don't know if can Hendricks run it down. Ooh, he does. He reaches out and gets it. Side retired. And with no issues out there. Fantastics to a 9-0. 13-0. With a runner on first with 1 out. Jammed him. Dan will go and maybe find this one. Oh my god, I was like, is he going to find that? They wouldn't let me switch to the third baseman. He was already there. Ooh, right there. I couldn't get that one. Popped it up to Sonny. And that might be ball game, right? Yep, that's ball game. 13-0. It was an underdog team, but to be honest, the Utastic team needed some way to get the fire going for them because offense has been lacking. So to beat up on a terrible team, we'll take it. I like how that's not an easy win, just a huge win. Stu is Kanto's Mr. Enthusiasm. It's like a participation award. One of our two former members are playing here. Oh, it's this guy. Some of the guys that I don't really remember because they were already named when we got here. Nice. So far, we've won we've won a spring prefecture thing and a fall one. Then I lost the first round in the fucking spring regional, but that's okay. We haven't won any of the big tournaments though, unfortunately. But our team still kind of lacks, even though we're a B team. Even the simulation struggles. All right, back out we go. Round 2 of our summer tournament here. Dan taking the mound, as he does. The last time when we went through the spring prefecture tournament, Dan let no other pitcher start. It was him doing every game, complete game, and it was a monstrous performance. Unfortunately, when we got to the spring tournament, he couldn't get past the first round. He didn't do too good. My fault, but still, it didn't look too good out there. Yeah, that happens. It's like one round, a team that sounds like they're going to be dangerous, and I apologize if the screen gets all shitty or buffering. My internet sucks. There's just like one round you'll have your team just crushes it, and then you get to the close to the finals, and then all of a sudden everyone forgot how to hit. You're like, shit. They just crush us. I've been really focused on trying to get pitching better because I'll be honest, after Dan, I don't know what we're going to be doing for pitching because Max Cookie's going to be a very rough year for us because I don't think they got what it takes. God, look at that. 27 home runs for DK. No one even compares. The second place person has 5. He's got to have broken some kind of records. I don't know what the highest RBI and home run count is for a school history, but it sure as shit wins in ours since we're starting out as a terrible high school, so. He definitely beats our school record. Two balls, one strike. For Burt Rickey. Just waiting for the pitch that we want. Hit over to right field for a leadoff. And now Jimmy Grease. 4 RBIs, 375 batting average. Oh my God, that was slow. I thought it was going to be faster. Again, when Jimmy debuted, it was during the spring prefectural tournament. So the first year had to go right into a tournament, and he actually really did well. So I'm excited to see his growth going into the second year. But unfortunately, I hit a double play because I'm terrible. I don't know, I was able to make something out of that one. Keep the inning alive. 2 outs with a runner on first for DK. Again, hitting .438, 27 home runs, 82 RBIs. Oh, didn't do that one just below. I think so. When the field's better, especially when you're able to get equipment and things, it improves the training. And I think they do get a little bit more bonuses when the field quality is better. If the field starts to fall apart, I think it does not give them as much experience points. He's taking a... Oh, what an arm. Oh, my God. I can't believe we made that. Holy shit. I didn't think they had a fucking cannon out there. We just made that one. Good thing we upped this. It was a fast runner. Holy shit, what a toss. All right, 1-0, and Joe Trace up to bat. Joe Trace, our infielder, pure contact guy. He doesn't have that strong of an arm. He's able to make it 2-0. Lynn on his second year. He's kind of not talked about as much. There's a few players that I feel like get overshadowed because we just have really good talent elsewhere. But Lynn's not terrible of a shortstop. He's consistent, but he'll easily be like forgotten when we get like a really good other infielder in the time that happens. Newtastics have been crushing it. 6-0 as it's bottom of the 7th for MacArthur Hendricks, who I don't think we even saw at all during the first year, and once the graduates happened in third year, he's finally getting playing time. No Trace. He's gotten 3 hits, 24 RBIs. Been a solid second baseman for us. I'm going to be sad to see him go. It's been a little bit overshadowed by DK and Kaze Sunny at catching and first base, but he's been a real solid part of the lineup for us. Laying up, looking for something here. Just got under it, but I was gonna say they weren't ready for a little bloop. So now the bases are juiced for. Which was funny is Sunny Kaze was actually the higher, like when they show the stars when you get to recruiting them. He was a higher starred pick than DK, but DK completely surpassed him. But Kaze Sunny's been a great pick for a catcher. But he gets his opportunity here. He's been pretty much number 2 in this scenario. Oh my God, they hit him. Ah, my spine. Now bring in a run. That's it. They hit me in. They hit him for a mercy. Well, that's one way to end the game. Fucking hit my back, hit my catcher right in the spine, and that's ball game. How rude. Who knew winning could be so painful? Yay, go Coach Clitori. You did it. I didn't do shit. I got hit in the spine. Get some rest, everyone. Well, seems motivated. Trust improved. It's Tan's birthday. He's taller. This is against a decent ranked team. All right. It still says that does mean it's below me. But that also doesn't mean anything because I've faced an underdog team that did not play like an underdog team. Round 3, day 4, game 4. Kick it off for Burt Rickey. We continue on in this tournament. Oh, if only hit a little higher. His trajectory isn't that high, so it doesn't hit. Sometimes doesn't go over the second or shortstop. So out number 1, Jimmy Grease with nobody on, out with 1 out. Can't believe I followed that, even if it doesn't get down. Okay, it does. I was like, even if it doesn't get down, I can't believe I was able to follow that because I struggle following breaking pitches. Runner on first. Alan Doyle up to bat. Pulls this one to the right. Working station to station here. You got runners on first and second. 1 out with the dangerous hitter and DK. 27 home runs, 82 RBIs. Always looking to eat more. Oh, hit it right into the ground, way past the third baseman. What a hard hit into the ground that was. They hit the ground at 103 miles per hour velocity. The angle of that ball went like negative 13 or something, it said. MacArthur Hendricks up. Kind of a weak bloop. I don't know if the left fielder is going to get to. He does. I could have ran way earlier. There we go. 2-0. I love it when we get to go against not great teams because it makes me look good. Joe Trace. Contact-heavy Joe Trace will line this one out to center. That'll bring in another run. Maybe even 2. And that'll be 4-0, and the CPU can take it over from here. Meanwhile, Dan Cueball will take the mound yet again in this tournament. Sporting a 1.87 ERA. I don't know his total amount of strikeouts he has in his high school career. I have not looked. This one's a little bit of a long run for Ricky, but he tracks it down. He had to run 72 feet to get to that one. Gets the strikeout on the 77-mile-per-hour changeup. Full strikeout and out number 2. Weak grounder foul. Gets it on the corner. He'll take back-to-back strikeouts, and Dan runs through this no problem. I was saying, like, what's happening? Irtasic's offense continues to explode. 1 out remains in bottom of the 7th. Right over to Reynolds. He gets the out. That's the ball game. 9-2. Irtasics continue to crush through the tournament. I'm happy to see the Bats waking up finally in the simulation, but again, we are against easy teams. The teams we were getting crushed by were contenders, or like high-up contenders, powerhouses. So right now we're going against schools that are a little bit below us, so I'm a little worried how we're going to go against a real threat. Go to the store because we see if we can buy some stuff. Jeff. Yeah, sure, Jeff. What could you learn? Use power when pinch hitting. Use power when trailing late in the game. Why not? Can you be the comeback Jeff we always wanted? There you go, Jeff. Yeah. Sometimes I choose one that's a little bit harder for a practice game because it's like, one, it does help your reputation if you do beat them, if it's a better team than you. But also, I'm like, I don't know if it'll give them more experience or not. But I'm just like, see how they fare. It's just a practice game. I might as well. We don't have one of these or these. I just like to make sure we have dirt. I just always making sure we have stuff to improve the fields. I do need like a maintenance kit or something. I should have seen. I wasn't really paying attention because like some of our stuff is starting to get low on durability. This is a powerhouse rated team. This team may kick our ass. Burt Rickey to lead us off. Good old Burt Rickey. We didn't see a lot of him in his year two because he was in a part of a lineup that pretty much always got like simulated. We didn't see him a lot. But third year, we're getting a full course of Burt Rickey because he's been in the leadoff spot. And he's been doing very well as that leadoff guy, switching it with Ryland Oil because he was the leadoff guy. Reese Jimmy up to bat. Oh my God, nearly killed the third baseman running in thinking I was going to bunt. Now you got runners at first and second. No outs for Ryland Oil. Little bloop there. Out to left. Ricky Mertz, or whatever I call him, he's going home. He's fast enough to make that work. Gotta love it. Ricky with the hustle. I always try to prioritize a little bit of speed and fielding early on, just because, like, sometimes that little bit of speed really helps. Now you got runners at first, second. No outs for DK. Oh, it was a small... I couldn't get it. If I had just moved it a little bit, we would have gotten that out of here. Arthur Hendricks, who apparently got a home run at some point. Good for him. The guy with E-Power was managed to get a home run at some point during the simulation and probably last game. Knuckle curveball. Yikes. They thought it was going to be caught. The runner was running away from it. Well, we got one run, but tough on that one. I hit it right into a double play. See how Dan does as he continues to pitch out here. No other pitcher ever goes out. I mean, I understand it's one starter. It's just that, like I meant when I say no one else pitched but him, he didn't even have any relief outing. No relief pitcher came out during the spring tournament. So much for that being a cold zone. That ball's gone. They said that was a cold zone, so it's like, I'll throw something in that zone, just see how it does. It wasn't. It was a lie. We had a false scouting report on that guy. Man, I want the corner so bad, but they don't like giving it to me. Not unless it's like flat over the plate. A lot more. Hey, never mind. I lied. He gave me the corner. Never mind. I'm just a liar. Fucking game does this all the time. I'm like, they'll never give it to me. And then the guy's like, fine, I'll give it to you. Their power crushing me right now. It's a mix of our velocity, and we don't have good braking on some of our pitchers. They have great lettering, control, and pitch power. But his pitches don't break that much, and I keep thinking it will break more than it does. So I sort of just leave a meatball over the plate, and I'm like, here you go. Served it up your favorite way. And I got him out from right field. I was like, holy shit, that guy's slow. Ricky's got a bit of an arm. Well, it's a powerhouse team, and we're struggling a bit to score here. Reese Jimmy with a chance to score with runners on first and third. Giving him a morale boost. His power went up, but it was really just increasing his condition, but hit it right to the second baseman. If he could have hit it a little higher. Runner on first. Back to Jimmy. Runner on first with one out. This time he made it work. Gets it out to center. Now you got runners on first and second for Ryland Oil. I shouldn't have swung at that, but I was kind of hoping I'd hit it a little more to the left. Powerhouse DK just kind of looking for something. I've not been hitting well with him. Still not hitting well with him right now. Should have taken a pitch, but, you know, I'm an aggressive son of a bitch. Hendricks up. Looking for some kind of comeback here. Hit right over to the shortstop. Nice slide to get that. He kind of like slid on the dirt a bit. Joe Trace with 1 out. Looking for anything to keep the inning going. It's just over to right. Dropped for a base hit. Keeping things going around. 1 out. Runner on. For Lynn. Then gets a little bloop over there to center. Now you got runners on first and second with 1 out. They're going to change pitchers now. While Kaze Sunny will come up. Hendricks going to greatly improve his contact. Oh, fuck the palm ball. Haven't seen that one really too much. That break. I caught under it. I fucked it. Infield fly. That's what happens. It's all up to Lloyd. This guy throws 95 miles per hour, huh? Holy shit. I don't even want to move my bat. I'm just... Terrible choice in swinging, plus it's Lloyd. We're just not... Even though we have good stats, we're not good against powerhouses just yet. Simulation seems to struggle just a little bit against them. Need more practice against them. Our summer's officially over. Well, we tried. We'll get a summer win at some point. Sure, I'll put you there. The seniors have graduated. We've lost DK. Oh, our team's going to go downhill so bad. None of these. Hendricks, you can get it. You know what? You've proved that you could at least try to be a captain. I'm going to miss those seniors. The seniors have graduated. Now we're back to a D strength team. Oh. I think we'll keep it balanced this year because a lot of them started out with pretty good defense and pitching when we got the recruits. So we'll see how it goes. Let's look at how this roster is going to play out. Oh, God. But why is Shadow in the starting lineup? Cookie, I mean, he is better, but Cookie should be our starter. And now we're on a severe lack of players for a little while. But, man, we lost DK. I can't wait to see his final stat line when he graduates because they'll show it. And I got to write it down so I can really see if anyone ever comes close to it. Jimmy Grease is going to be playing catcher. Sky Baron will kind of get to play as DH. His power has been improving on the off time. And we'll just we'll see what happens. It's going to be a bit of a rough squad out here. Summer breaks over and the second semester of the year begins, and dude is looking sluggish. His morale is normal. And it's Shinobi's birthday. He's gotten taller. Let's go pick up something at the store. Do we even have any points? No, we had a little bit. Sponge and bucket could be helpful. Just in case for the rainy days. Select 5. Use them on your next visit. I have 4. Some more training as we try to get a little better now that we lost us seniors. I know they need rest. I even picked the green icon. They'll rest. Plus, there hasn't been a skip practice in a while. Hey, look, a skip practice. Oh, the fall tournament. Well, we might be able to do all right in that. We did somehow manage last time. Yeah, just the learning. It's like, this person's dumb as bricks. They're not going to learn at all. Duke, I don't know if we're even going to ever see you out there, but you know what? See if you can learn cleaner. There you go. You're better when there's runners on, like the base is loaded or something. Got an interesting way of our team. We'll see how this is going to go. We lost our adult pretending to be a high schooler in DK on first base, so it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. No more Dan Q ball. It's Rub's birthday. He's gotten taller, and his academics have improved. Really need a repair kit. A lot of our shit's taking a lot of damage, too. Atmosphere is tense. Rumor is a scout is here to watch practice. The player who scouts attention the most is Marmaduke. This dude doesn't fucking... This guy's like the worst player right now. He put on a show and he gave a big boost to the player's confidence. If Marmaduke somehow is going to get drafted in the future, I mean, good for him. But he ain't even made the cut. He's not even in the starting lineup. He ain't even in the starting lineup. What fucking scouts looking at him? Must have been like a store clerk scout. All right. Clyde Dude gets to start us off. Again, we're in a little uncharted territory with a lot of our third years gone. Our lineup's a little bit weirder. I swung right under it and actually I left power on. I didn't mean to. Lloyd Stew up in the second spot. He is hitting 286 with 11 RBIs. He has improved a bit because year one Lloyd was atrocious. Gets on here with a 1-out single. For our shortstop, Lynn, batting in the third spot. He has good contact. Able to pull this one to left field. And now you got runners on first and second. For our cleanup spot in the fourth is in MacArthur Hendricks. No DK anymore. I'm going to miss it. And that's going to hit right over to that guy, to the second, for the double play. And no runs scored here in the first. We got Max Cookie up here. No more Dan Q ball. See if Max Cookie can have at least a dominant second into third year. They have not been doing too great. Weak blast to Reynolds they almost did not get. But judging by Max's 6 ERA, has not had a good first 2 years. Soon to be a third year once that ticks over. Going to be kind of our pitcher for this one until we kind of get somebody else developed. Or if we sign someone or whatever, someone joins the school, not sign them, but somebody enters the school and they're already a really good starter right out of the gate, fresh out of the box. Oh, that was a catch? I thought that was a grounder. Then it might get replaced. We are against an underdog team, and we're still technically better than underdogs, so we are crushing them right now. We'll say the one thing Max does have over Dan is that they can throw much harder, and they've been working on it. They are throwing in the low 90s now as we win the ball game. Dan was throwing kind of high 80s, so Max does throw a little harder, but we'll see if it will mean anything in this third year. One step closer to glory. Cookie played their heart out there, didn't you think? High plus for Cookie. Cookie is high. Do a spectate. Let's rest, and then everyone do a study. You guys haven't been fucking studying for shit. I know it's kind of a waste of a spectate, but that's fine. I just want energy and academics to be improved here. Because there was, like, no rest during the summer camp, so I don't know how good their energy was, so I didn't want to, like, push it. It's our finals opponent. I forgot how short this one is. We're at the finals. Good luck, everyone. Imagine being a first year and you're already in the finals of any kind of tournament. Clyde Dude to lead us off, hitting 246, 12 RBIs. Average across the board, okay speed, all right, you know, below average, but contact and power, so not a bad guy to start us off. Boyd up, hitting 295. His average finally on the rise. You love to see it. This man didn't know how to hit over 200 for a lot of his first year. Oh boy, we're not there. We're going to be out on that one. We didn't think he was... we thought he was going to catch it. Lynn, though, good contact. Great contact, actually, against lefties. And you got runners on first and second. I might change the lineup a bit. I don't know if I want Arthur in the fourth spot. There might be someone else, like, I might put in there instead. But for now, I mean, he's got the stats to make it work for that. So, was spoiled by DK's power. But you do have Flint Rubb. He's the new first baseman here. Without DK, and, you know, he's got a little pop to his bat. It's nothing amazing, but you know what? He is bringing in runs, so. Like he's here in spirit. All right, they managed to score 5 runs in the first for Max Cookie. Oh, missed that one. Reynolds going to get to it. Instead, just able to get there for the out. Threw up to 94. I think that's the hardest anyone in this team has thrown the ball right now. Max Cookie has managed to go up to about 94 miles per hour. Weak bloop over to Rubb. Out number 2. Fucked up that throw for a ball. Ahoy had a little bit of a late start on that one. Doesn't Ahoy play third? I thought he played... Oh, I guess they might have... Right, because Jeff isn't playing second. So they put Ahoy, who can play second there. And so that Stu, I think, can continue to play third base. Makes sense. .93 miles per hour locks him up. Get out of the first inning with no damage. 10-0. 10-2. 16-2. And Max Cookie might be the first time we'll see them trying to go for the complete game here in the bottom of the 9th. Over to Rubb, out number 1. 2 outs away of being done here in this one. Max Cookie had 111 pitches so far. Hasn't stopped him from throwing 94-plus mile per hours. Hits it on the line. That's the 10th strikeout of the game for Max Cookie in the double digits. Probably the first time in their career. Down to their final out. Over to Jeff. Jeff scoops it up. Throw to first. Ball game. They've done it. The Autumn Prefecture Tournament number 2. This is the second time Utastic has won it. Now they gotta sing their damn song again. That I still haven't changed. The fresh leaves sprouting in spring. With the summer sun as our friend. Thinking of the long autumn nights. Winter is the season for learning. Until the day we seize glory. Let us sing for Utastic High. And that's our final line in this one. 16-2. Utastic's offense exploding against a much weaker high school team. Love to see it. Huge win. We'll take it. Put it in the record books because we won the Fall Professional Tournament. Next up is the Fall Regional, so expect stiff competition. Fall Regional Tournament selected. And now Hendrick's title is now Kanto's Young Master. He's a contender for a top draft pick. Cookie has also got a ranking as well. People are taking notice of Cookie. Not bad, not bad. Wait a minute. I have a practice game opponent, contenders. Otani is a player we got to keep out for. Shohei Otani models his playstyle after a pro with the same last name. Are you sure Shohei Otani isn't modeling his playstyle after Shohei Otani, the two-way player for the Dodgers? Why the fuck am I going against high school Shohei Otani? The hell? What team am I up against? This is just supposed to be a practice game. And you know what? Because it's a practice game, bring in Montague, bring in Jeff. Because that means Ahoy can play third. And Marmaduke, you know what? You can get a little playing time. Shohei Otani is following up as Shohei Otani. That is not great for us if I have to go against him. But practice game, Clyde Dude leading us off. Bringing a little power into it for fun and foul. Foul ball. One strike. Smacked it to center. It's going to get down for a loud single. Now bring up Chris Ahoy. Third baseman, first year, soon to be second year. Smacks this one over to center, and that one will get down the same way as the last one for a little station to station. And Lynn will come up. 11 RBIs in his high school career so far, with runners on and no outs. Yeah, like there's a machine pumping out Shohei Otani's. I'm scared. Oh, swing and miss on the cutter, strikeout. Now bring up MacArthur Hendricks. 2 home runs to his career and 15 RBIs. Not going to be an RBI this time, but he does keep it going. Bases loaded. The bases are juiced for Flint Rubb. Flint Rubb is now the one playing where DK used to be. We miss DK so much in these situations. But we'll give Flint Rub a steroid shot, see what he can do. Some performance enhancers. Try to get him a little bit better. Just barely caught the piece of that one, and it's over the right fielder's head. That's going to bring in 2 runs. I accidentally sent Flint Rub, who runs about as fast as a fucking tree. Figure that one out. And but hey, 2 runs score, and Folk Marmaduke gets to come up. Look at him contributing with an RBI. Little Marmaduke RBI. Keep things going. All right. They said to worry about the guy or whoever it was supposed to be, but I don't see a Shohei in the lineup. So we might be fine, but we do have Xavier Montague starting us off here to the first year getting a chance. The man with the dangerous ethos, I don't know how you really say it, curveball. This thing came in at, watch out, a high speed of 49 miles per hour. Got to watch out for that one. But he's coming in to start here. See if he can do okay in this practice game, but he may get switched out quick. A lot of movement on that palm ball. I like it. The pitch just kind of creeps in. Just kind of floats in. It's like a fucking butterfly. Oh, but that one I threw right down the middle because I fucked it up. I might as well have underhanded that one to him. I'm like, here you go. All right, it's 3-2. Montague not having off to a good start, but it's mainly because I'm just excited about the useless pitch and throwing it like shit. Hendricks trying to run it down. Makes it 74 feet run for Hendricks. Not a problem. That's why we train. Reynolds unable to get that one. I'm going to assume that Montague is not going to be staying long in this one. He is going to touch the rosin bag, though. We do like touching the rosin bag. I mean, you throw a 49-mile-per-hour pitch and then throw something that's at 77, it's going to look like it's going to look a lot faster than 77, I feel like. Flint Rub up to bat. He's already got 2 home runs and 17 RBIs so far. Starting off, he's no DK, but he's trying to at least be productive in the first baseman spot, and he's going to bring in 2 more runs. No one's ever going to live up to the DK stature, but you know what? As long as they can be productive as a team. See what happens. Montague, though, in danger with a runner on second with 1 out. Running out of stamina. This may be his last batter, if he even can get through this batter. Over to Ahoy. What a toss. We are going to go to now Shadow here. A little early, but he is exhausted, so we'll let Shadow come out to play. Got a nasty breaking slider. I love it. And a 12-6 curve that's just nasty if we can spot it correctly. Technically, with the way Shadow has spent his like abilities, he knows he's better as a relief, but he could be a starter if needed. Got runners on, 2 outs. Oh, and the curveball falls right off the plate. I was kind of hoping he'd swing for it. But he gets the strikeout nonetheless. Gets out of trouble. He's just so quick with it. Runner on first with no outs for Jimmy Grace. We're not seeing a lot of him because he is in the lower part of the lineup, though we may move him up. But he is at the lower part of the lineup right now to provide solid contact for it. Clyde Dude, who's 2 for 4. Already got 12 RBIs. Looking to maybe get a couple more added to his high school record. Not happening. Mainly because the guy controlling him stinky. Chris Ahoy. Seems like he's been hitting pretty good. Even for someone with not great content stuff, he's still hitting pretty all right out there. Just like that, he smacks that ball out to right field, and that's going to bring in a run. 6-3. That will keep things going for Lynn. Looking to add on some more points, maybe just to get this game out of here. But instead, he hits it pretty solid to left field for the out. And now MacArthur Hendricks. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Hits it right into the dirt, past the shortstop. Keeps it going with the bases loaded. 2 outs now for Flint Rubb. Flint Rubb has actually been hitting very well, at least according to his batting average so far and his 2 home runs and 19 RBIs. Off to a pretty solid start. But I suck, so he didn't do anything that go round. You know what? I want to keep Shadow in, but we're going to bring in Cup Holder because we have yet to see Cup Holder play at all. This is his debut. He has not pitched at all. Ooh, a little bit of a sidearm action here. He throws fastball, screwball, curveball. It is fast, medium, and slow is what he's got going for him. But gives up a hit right away. Runner on first. No outs. Over to Marmaduke, who I almost felt like I was going to run past the yellow circle and miss. Ooh, right on the corner. The corners is what I love. Threw it right down the middle because I fucked up that one. That's going to bring the runner over to third. We got runners on the corners. Don't worry, because what we'll do, I'm always worried, we will improve our fielding out there. And do we have anything for the pitcher? I don't think we just condition. Just get his condition up there. Make him feel happy out there. Enjoy the fact that you're debuting here and first in your first year to soon to be second year. Over to Jeff. Just going to throw the first. I don't know if he could have made it to second the first, but he will just throw it. I also hit both buttons, so it was like whatever input one was the one we were going to get. Oh, man, if you would have given me that. This ump does not like to give me anything. Oh, I'm surprised you gave me that one. Why do you hate Cup Holder so much, umpire? There we go. Gets the out. That's the ball game. Cup Holder only gave up the 1 run. I don't even know if it was his runner to begin with, but we still win the practice game. I have no idea if I read that wrong, who the hell, who was modeling themselves as Shohei Ohtani, or if there's somebody on their bench who is, but I'm just glad we didn't have to actually go against him. Ahoy played his heart out, don't you think? Ahoy is so cool. We had a practice game against a mid-tier school, but I just decided to sim it. We did win 2-0. Looks like Hendricks got a home run. And that good for him. Way to go, us. No, it's practice, but... Oh, and you got a gift from your opponent. They gave us smoked salmon. Good for us. I think they're trying to poison us. Pro baseball seasons comes to a close. The Bay Stars win the Central. Buffaloes won the other one. It's Holder's birthday. He's taller. Reorganize that schedule. We really need a fucking maintenance kit. All of our equipment's getting beat up. Get out there and start running the bases. Oh, the stopwatch broke. Yeah, I just said everything's gonna get broken soon. I need a fucking maintenance kit. The draft conference will be held soon. Media outlets throughout the country debate the hottest prospects. If it's not DK, I don't know what it would be. That man should be going first overall right away. The fall regional tournament's around the corner. Keeping it purple. Today is sports day when you compete in sporting activities. Field's looking a little beaten up. Today's Athletics Day, a national holiday. Year 2, Hendricks played notably well. Good for him. I wish when I went to the sporting goods you had a kit to fix up my stuff. Thank you for the dirt. Captain Hendricks informs the players that they will be working on maintaining their physical condition. The team is grateful for the chance to work out their recent aches and pains. It's the draft conference. Another year, another draft. I'm so nervous, Coach. About to begin. The entire team's on edge. Welcome to the 2028 Professional Baseball Draft. Round 1 draft pick. The Giants grabbed Dan Q-Ball from Utastic High. So in round 1, Dan got picked. Round 1 draft pick. The Bay Stars pick Drew DK0, infielder from Utastic High. Round 1 draft pick. The Swallows pick Joe Trace. Round 1 draft pick. The Hawks pick Ryland Oil. And that concludes the draft. So all of our guys that were first rounders all made it to the pros. Zero has made it to the pros. Trace has made it to the pros. Oil's made it to the pros. The higher your school rep, the more players that get drafted in the pros. That's a total of 8 players in our school history that have made it to the pros. So then eventually I think I can set them to be players that I can save for later once they fully graduate. I'm going to miss those guys. I'm going to miss the hell out of them. They grow up so fast. The fall regional tournament is here. Our regional tournament round 1 is a decent rated team. Well, we'll see how we do. We are, again, down a handful of players still because we didn't get anybody new come in yet. And our fucking seniors are gone. So we don't have much of a bullpen if our pitching struggles. So, Max Cookie, you're kind of on your own. Do good out there. Over to Love at right field for out number 1. This one over to center. Not going to be able to get it. Good attempt there, Reynolds. That ball gets smoked over to Dude. Dude with the slide couldn't make the catch. He tried, though. But Dude just couldn't make it. You got a slow runner on second, slow runner on first. Chance for a double play would be big. Infield fly, which I didn't even think we were going to be able to get that. screwed up that, but luckily he didn't make us pay too badly. Throw to first. A little rocky to start, but we managed to get through with no runs. So I'll take it as a win. Our lineup, I think Clyde's the weakest right now in hitting and average, but other than that, it's still not a terrible line that we have going for this team. Clyde will lead us off. Hold it. Foul. A little weak smack, but you know, it would take what we can get when it doesn't go right to the guy, and that'll be a nice little single for Lloyd Stew now with a runner on first. They're thinking of covering the bunt. Would be smart for me to bunt to keep out of the double play. But I'm going to smack it anyway. I trust in Lloyd. He's developed pretty well after the insulting spree we gave him in the first year. And that's going to be an RBI double. Lloyd turned it around with a good piece of hitting. He hit it in, like, the worst part that an outfielder would have to deal with, like the corner of the place. It was in no man's land. Lynn up to bat. 315 average, 11 RBIs. Kind of tried to do the same thing and go to the left field, but didn't quite do it. Pulled it too hard. This time it worked. Pulled that one. A little bit of deja vu right now with that one. But that'll be, we're switching places. RBI double. Now you got runners, a runner on second, no outs for Hendricks, MacArthur Hendricks, who has popped it up. I didn't even mean to hit X. But I was to say, he's got 3 home runs. He's been sneaking in a few home runs when I'm not looking. Doesn't quite have the DK pop, but you know what? Flint, you're still trying. And I like it. You got chutzpah. You're doing it, you know? You're trying. And that's 3 runs. We'll let the CPU take it from here. Oh, boy. Cookie in a bit of trouble with bases loaded and 2 outs. See if we can get out of this one. Ooh, swung over the screwball. Get a huge strikeout, a much-needed strikeout. And now you got a runner on second for Flynn Rubb. 2 home runs, 20 RBIs in his career. Smacking this one out to center right, and that's going to be a RBI double. Again, he doesn't have quite the pop like DK does, but I'll be honest, this school develops some pretty good first basemen. Mainly because they're the easiest to develop. You don't need a lot of fielding on a first baseman. Just work on fucking hitting or power, and they're good to go. Jamie Love with some surprising pop in his bat up to go. Jamie, you've been taking performance enhancers when I wasn't looking? I don't recall telling you could get power. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. That's a double. And you got a runner on second for Chris Ahoy. Some would call him Captain Chris. That's going to be a big smack to right. That'll be another RBI. Trading places, and that's ball game. They mercied 7-0 in this first opening round of the tournament. Newtastic's bats exploding. Max Cookie doing what he does best. I keep saying she because of fucking hair. What he does best. The fucking ponytail that I keep seeing. And Cookie got special ability, became unshakable. That's, I think, a really good thing to get. Grease's title is ranked up to Kanto's hitting machine. I do want to move Grease up a bit because I don't get to see them very often because of the simulation where they are in the lineup. All right, round 2. A contender-rated team, so See how it goes. We changed the lineup a little bit to see how things go for us. Max Cookie taking the mound here. Has finally deflated some of that ERA from 6 earned run average down to 3 point something. 1 pitch, 1 ground out. Love to see it. Max Cookie may turn into what Dan Cuball went through, where it has like comes out of nowhere to be really good in the 3rd year. I mean, so much so that Dan got drafted in the 1st round, which I didn't know if he was going to or not. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't get to see his full stat line. We'll see it when it's going through. I think I'll be able to see, like, kind of his total strikeouts in his career and things like that, because I don't know how many he had. I meant to look. Oh, that barely made it to second. That was a little risky to throw to second, but, you know, we got the lead runner, so we'll take it. An attempt with that one. Screwball that does not break very much. A 95-mile-per-hour heater. All right, you got Jimmy Grease to lead off. I just thought maybe because he's not very fast, but he's got such good contact and very little power. I'm like, he could be consistently a good leadoff guy. You know, if I can hit with him. That's kind of the issue. Out number 1. Lloyd Stu, though, hitting here number 2. 278 batting average. Really good for him. He also with a weak, I don't know why I would swing at that one. I'm just super eager to swing the bat today. And Lynn up now with nobody on and 2 outs. We'll just let that curveball go on by. Right away. Apparently, I really like the inner part of that field. I just kept hitting it over there. All right, it's been just a tie game of not a lot of hitting, but runner on first with 2 outs for Chris Ahoy. Oh, it moved at the last second. Nothing doing there. So we go to the top of the 9th. Cookie's still out there. But I give up a hit right away. Runner on first. Not very fast. Ooh, got that one. I thought they were going to call that a ball. I was like, oh, boy. 8th strikeout for Max Cookie. .95-mile-per-hour on the gun. It's so fast compared to anything we've had. Go to second. Tries to throw to first. Oh, the good stretch to attempt the out did not work, but we get the lead runner. 2 outs now. Really want them to swing at it, but they don't care. Popped it up in front of Grease. Grease will get this one and no danger. Works out of that one. We're at the bottom of the 9th. 1 run will walk us off. Clyde will lead us off here. I followed that one pretty well, and that's going to be hit to left field. Clyde's hustling. This guy's got an arm, and Clyde's slow, but he does manage. Gets a double. We turn the batting order around for Jimmy Grease. Give him just a big, give him a big boost. This man's now got S contact. Oh, they're walking him. They threw one pitch and they're like, walk him. They said, no, thank you. It was probably for the best because he had S contact. No thanks. You still have Lynn to deal with. The problem is it's me. That's the biggest issue. There we go. Smacked over to the left. He's able to cut it off, though, so it doesn't roll to the wall. So we have the bases loaded now. And you have MacArthur Hendricks. Cookie's going to go and talk to him. Give him a little boost in power. Why not? All I need is to hit it to the outfield, really. I don't need to be power swinging, but, you know, I just want to juice it up. Or do they want to hit my elbow? 3 balls, 1 strike. And they walked him, and that's ball game. They walked him in for the run. Little anticlimactic, but, you know, a win's a win. Good peepers, good peepers. A solid pitching duel throughout most of that. Then, you know, offense couldn't do a whole lot. We'll take a walk win. Ooh, round 2. Rough go around out there. Here we are, Regional Tournament 3. A lot of people to watch out for. A whole lot of people to look out for. They're modeling a lot of their team after a lot of pro players. It just all says Shohei Ohtani, and I'm just like, they're all him. Round 3 of the tournament. See how we do against it. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Jimmy Grease to lead us off. Ooh, that was a slow little rolling break at the end that kind of got me. Lloyd Stew. No one on, 1 out. I was waiting. I was like, I bet that ball's going to move. I tried to wait on a little bit, and I still fucked it up. All right, 2 outs. Lynn is up. Nobody on. Pass the diving shortstop and keep the inning alive with 2 outs for MacArthur Hendricks. 3 home runs, 18 RBIs, 293 average so far. Smacks this one over to left field. A loud single. My nickname in high school. Flint Rubb now up to bat. Two balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. And they walked him. Flint, just keep the bat on your shoulders. Not even need for Jamie Love now. 317 average, 8 RBIs. Swung right under it. Should just take a pitch. Can't help myself. All right, so nothing doing in the first inning. See how Max Cookie Does here in the bottom of the first. I'm scared and want to keep all the balls low, but that doesn't save me at all. Runner on first is fast. Throw to first anyway. You safe. I didn't know if he was going to let it bounce or if we were going to catch that. I was like, I have to be ready. 2 outs now with a runner on first. The runner tried to take off for a little hit and run. I'm going to waste the pitch, just see. Thought maybe he'd try it again. Over to Love, trying to run it down. He caught it. Dude, fucking name is. Dude's the other guy, but Love, holy shit. It's fucking Clyde. Can't believe he caught that. This is why we up fielding. This is why we play the game. Having Dude and Love, which, you know, it's a character, wrestling, confuses the hell out of me because they're 2 different people and why we didn't just combine it because, again, I'm choosing a random name generator / I say name, but it's mostly words being generated. It's just picking 2 random words and slapping it together. But big hit there. It's going to bring in a run, maybe 2. He's running. He's hustling. RBI double. Now you got Jimmy Grease. Dude's doing everything out here. Dude with the diving play gets an RBI. That diving play, I was excited because he wasn't manually doing that. I hit the button and I was like, we'll just see what happens. He's so close. Runners on first, second. Jamie Love with a chance for some runs. Oh my God, he threw it so slow. It's that, like, it's instinct. I see it down the middle, but I expect it to be fast, and it's just this slow ball coming at me, and I'm not ready. Nice. He threw 69 miles per hour. We dink over to left field as they're going to get down. We'll get to him. Round number 2. Sky Barron, we don't see much, but DHing. He's kind of our power DH. You know, his power hasn't fully developed yet, but, you know, he has 2 home runs, a couple RBIs to his name. And everyone can just keep running because it's 2 outs, so even if he was going to catch it, no big deal. But that's an RBI double. Could have been more, but everybody on base is slow. Now you got Chris Sahoy looking maybe for RBI number 5. Nope, not going to happen when I'm swinging. Make an error. Boo, a ghost. Scare him. Booga, booga, booga. Nope, I don't want to waste the pitch. All right, you got a runner on first and second. 1 out. Looking to try to minimize the damage. Ooh, that stays on the corner for a strikeout. Now it's 2 outs now. Max Cookie with runners on. Hard hit over to Hohoy. Throw to first. That's an out. Side retired. Runner on first for Flint Rubb. First year, soon to be second year. He didn't get to play at all during his first year fully until now because DK was practically carrying the entire team's offense of home runs and RBIs that there was no way we were going to take him out. But Flint has showed up. He's been pretty solid coming out of the off the bench now that our third years have graduated. And he's been doing very well. It's an RBI double on that. Goes back to left. He missed. He missed that one. Sorry, no ESPN highlight reel on that one. I don't know who does highlight reels anymore. Probably YouTube at this point. Cookie's still in the ninth. If they start to struggle a little bit, though, we might have to pull for a reliever. But for now, see what happens. Love didn't even have to move. Took like maybe one step. Two outs remain. Keep going in the tournament. And that's going to go into no man's land. Keep things going with one out and a runner on. Side spin fastball, which we barely throw when I'm in control because I kind of forget about it a little bit. Reese, do you know where this is? Okay. Down to their final out. Hit over to Hendricks. He's running it down. That's ball game. Tastic's offense exploded a little late in the game. Early on, wasn't too great, but that ninth inning was a huge explosion, and we did save a run with our right fielder's great diving play. That was amazing. That was fucking hype for me, because we barely get to make a lot of diving catches. Get to keep moving on in the tournament. Nahoy is now Tokyo's calculator. Can you call him that? Dude, Kanto's wild card. Dude is a wild card. I'm sorry, what did he become? And Rub became Tokyo's Mr. Nice Guy. Everyone's just getting a fucking nickname for... Work on your swinging, guys. It's gotten taller. It's the quarterfinals against a contender-rated team. Back out there we go. Jimmy Grease to lead us off, hitting .355, 5 RBIs. A man of contact, but not much in the power department. I feel like that's kind of rare, because I feel like a lot of catchers maybe I'd see as our power hitters, but I always just kind of end up getting a lot of power hitter catchers when I played baseball games. But I'm all about it, having a high contact guy on the team for catching position. Especially since clearly first base and one or two other positions bring some pop to the field. Oh, I couldn't hit it hard enough over the second baseman, though. Should have just waited. Might have walked me, but didn't happen. Lloyd up. Lloyd's average kind of didn't look too good. Looked like it was 256. He's starting to kind of look like year one Stu again, which we don't want to see. He started to kind of fire up, and I don't know. Now he's starting to stall a little. I don't want my Stu to stall. But out number 2. Lynn up. Shortstop hitting in the 300s. Soon to be third year. Don't remember him doing a whole lot in first year. In second year, he got to play a lot with a lot of our very impressive first round seniors. Keeps the inning alive for MacArthur Hendricks. It's always fun when it's really fun when we have a first year that's right out of the gate really good to use, like Jimmy Grease. But it is always fun to see some of the guys who were just not there in first year. Like they didn't play at all, weren't used, you never saw them, and then they just kind of developed into a pretty decent player that we get to see now regularly, either because of graduation or they just statistically became a better player to take over. Because I'm like, I think MacArthur Hendricks didn't look like someone we were going to even be seeing for the whole year, and I don't think we saw him at all in the first year. And now he's a pretty solid player. He's not hitting as great as some of the seniors were hitting, but he's still doing pretty good. A strikeout for Max Cookie. 2 outs now. We try to get through the first inning with minimal danger and problems. Over the rub. Throw to the pitcher covering, and that's out number 3. Side retire and see how things go. Bases loaded with 1 out. Not a spot I want to be in, nor do I want to be pitching in. Max Cookie is looking already very winded at this point. That's going to be a sac fly. So 1-0. Able to get out of it, but now the pitching kind of turned into a disaster. Max Cookie is exhausted. 4-0 in this one. And again, we're down a few players right now. People graduated, and we don't have like much of a bullpen to work with. But we may have to switch to another pitcher here soon. Why did I throw a second? There's no one there. An invisible double play, even though we didn't need to. Max has nothing left in the tank, so we're going to bring out Shadow. Shadow's at least got like a C stamina, so he can go a little bit. So yeah, runner on second with no outs. Gets a strikeout coming in. Love to see it. Oh, boy. Curveball, so much break to it. I love it, but they're not swinging at it. And he didn't swing at that. I threw it right in his hot zone, too. That was a risky toss. Back-to-back strikeouts, though, for Shadow coming in. Ooh, I threw that in a bad spot, and that ball is gone. Well, Intastis might be getting knocked out of this one. I don't think we're going to be making much of a comeback. Our pitcher, unfortunately, got exhausted, and our offense has been stagnant in this one to their good pitching. And I'm also, again, not a great pitcher, so I keep kind of throwing some bad pitch choices. So I'm just going to challenge him. I could just walk him, I guess, because it was full count. I just can't get this out. Back-to-back strikeouts and now struggling to get this third out. It's just tough because I'll throw breaking pitches that I feel like that they would swing and miss at, but sometimes they don't want to. And I'm just like, well, shit, I lost confidence in doing that, so I give it too much of the zone. Why do I have to pitch again? I should be batting to try to get us back in it. Not that I would. I'd probably not be able to give us that much. Smack between center and right field. Not looking good here for Tastics. I'm assuming if they score one more, we will just get mercied at this point. And they're going to score, so I think that might be ball game. The Tastics are going to get mercied, I think, out of this one. Yep. So we tried, but our pitching falters, and unfortunately, we don't have like a huge depth of pitchers to choose from. Plus, we only got 4 hits in total. Our team wasn't hitting too well in this one. It happens. When we're up against some pretty good pitching, team kind of goes into a little bit of a slump. Well, for the fall regional, one day we'll win you. We always get to like the quarter or the semi. We just can't finish. Smile, wink. Let's go to college. Work on your sprinting. Check out your Sprint mobile plan or whatever the fuck. Stop by a college where a lot of our former players who did make it to the pros hang out. A lot of reference guides. Yeah, it's time to start visiting some of these other clubs. Try some volleyball. That always helps them, right? Yeah, it gives them some fielding improvement. But we get to go scout a player, so that'll be fun. We have a lot of different options to pick from, and I don't really know what we're sorely needing. I mean, we need pitchers. Clearly, we have literally 4 pitchers. If I'm going to look at the fielding that's going to eventually leave, we don't need a catcher just yet, but if we might just get one anyway. Another second baseman would probably be helpful, like another decent second baseman, because even though Jeff's good, we don't have anybody as a backup. But yeah, it's definitely pitching is kind of a concern. A lot of catchers there. There's 7 catchers out of that place. Is there one that just has good pitching and infielders to look at? 4 pitcher, 4 catcher. 5 different pitchers there. Six infielders to look at. And 8 pitchers. You know what? Let's go to the pitching place. 8 pitchers to look at here. Nothing super amazing that I was hoping for in terms of like scouting difficulty stars, but excellent fastball, good energy, normal. This one got to regional tournament. Has excellent energy, but normal ability, which is better than no ability. He has an excellent fastball, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try for you. It was mostly negative. It's a long shot if he even decides he wants to show here. Well, let's hope we find some real talent out there. Let's take a look at the 3 pitchers and the 2 infielders. So let's just take a peek. Ooh, a 4-star in an outfielder would be really fun, but I still need pitching. I'm going to try for you, pal. It was mixed. There's no guarantee he will want to join. You know, we'll try. New Year's Eve. The season schedule's come to a close. In the end, we were 16-3. 4 players in our team were drafted. We didn't make it to the Goshen this year, but let's hope for next year. A lot of our players are brimming with energy. You know what I want to do? Scouting. Maybe adjust the schedule and just do some location practice. Happy New Year. Happy 2029, everyone. I'm going to pay a visit to the shrine. I got a fortune slip. Bad luck. Seems my future is in my hands for now. It's cold out here, too. Let's work on field and equipment maintenance, guys. Thank God, fucking fix that shit. Let's try to find something. I'm scouting. 4 pitchers and 3 infielders. Ooh, not looking super good, but Good energy, no ability. His top finisher. Bad energy. I'm assuming bad energy could just be a reliever. I'll throw a scout attempt at it. He'll be a long shot if he wants to agree. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get anybody. We're not doing too great on our scout, and I've picked some pretty subpar locations of talent right now. Let's try to scout another player. I've been doing terrible at scouting with this so far, the last few we've done. I do want to grab, like, an infielder attempt. So maybe we'll go to here where there's 5 infielders and see if any of them are decent. Good, normal regional tournament. It's good. Good. He's got excellent running. Regional tournament. Excellent energy. The third baseman might be able to play one of the other infield positions. I'm going to go for him. Third baseman. You seem positive. There's a chance we might get that third baseman. Maybe. He seemed all right. We didn't necessarily need it, but right away. But it's, I don't know. It might be good. Still might be good for us. I'm not going to really complain at what we get when it comes to who we get, because we just need players. But the better they are to start out of the box, the better for what we can develop them into. Graduation is soon, and the seniors are at the end of their high school adventures. The young players are sad knowing we're going to lose good teammates. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss those seniors. Don't want them to go. It's going to be graduation day. Today's the graduation day. To say goodbye to the seniors. Here we go. We'll miss them. We're gonna miss these guys. We had Dan, who had 1.90 ERA. I wish it would show me how many strikeouts he had. Junk, who pitched all right. He went to go work at a bookstore. He had a 3 ERA. Kaze Sunny, who didn't get drafted, by the way. Sunny didn't even get drafted. He went to a bookstore. DK with 27 home runs and 84 RBIs by the end of it. Disgusting. Joe Trace, who also got drafted, had a 28 RBI, 395 batting average. Ryland Oil, 446 batting average, 2 home runs, 34 RBIs. Burt Rickey, who did 346, 11 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Unfortunately, he didn't get drafted. He went to Sporting Goods. It's unfortunate because 2 of those guys probably should have been drafted, but they did say that they get more based on their reputation of our school. So yeah, I'm going to register these guys. It means if any time I want to do like the star mode, I could continue DK's lifestyle, which would be interesting to see how it goes on that team. Or I could be Joe Trace, I could be Ryland Oil, I could even continue Dan Q-Ball's life at the star mode if I wanted. Or just add him to a created team. Well, graduation ceremony's over. Sad to see them go. Sunny Senpai wrote down some notes on Yokohama's Besar's character there. It says, hope it helps. Trading enhancer book. I think he thought it would be useful for the other guys. Here's hoping we can make the graduates proud in the seasons to come. Facility level of stadium has increased, and so has bookstore and sporting goods. I miss those dudes. Those were some good dudes. I feel like Sonny Kaze got robbed. He should have laced. It was funny, is because they kept saying he was getting evaluated and looked at. And it took longer for DK to get evaluated, even though he was the one with 10 plus home runs by the time it was happening. But again, I think because of our reputation, they said only a certain amount of people can get drafted due to it. I don't know how bad our energy is. I'm just gonna give a couple. They probably just were like him. Because if you were going to tell me Sunny Kaze or Dan was going to get it, I probably would have said Sunny was getting drafted. The team celebrates your birthday, making you feel a little embarrassed. It's my birthday. Going to the ballpark. One or two of the former members are here playing. Oh, it's Joe Trace. Look at him. He's doing great. I miss Joe Trace. It feels like they were here just yesterday. The players have done practice. Spring break's over. New school semester begins. Entrance ceremony. Between you and me, boy, am I glad that's over. Principal loves the sound of his new voice. Here's some new members. Oh, we got two. Oh, shit. We got a 4-star pitcher and a third baseman and a shortstop. Might have been the other guy. There's some talent here if the stats represent their stars properly. And I also need to remember to pull up my random generator thing for names because it's gonna get weird here. Or I gotta start calling them by whatever their actual names are gonna be here in a moment. All right. Well, can't wait to see how they turn out. All right, our team is set. We have pretty solid out of the gate third baseman in Cat Santiago. So we'll see how he does for the team. I don't know if he'll be able to play right out of the gate. He might. Our third basemen have been developing pretty good. Fresh Lou is one of our other pitchers. We'll see how he does. Already got pretty good pitching, and he's got good recovery. So, I mean, we bump his stamina. He could be a solid starter, or he can just be really good in relief. I'm not sure. I kind of want to see if we can get him in a starter, but his pitches still need some work. Outfielder Cheese Conway, ready to go. He can play center field, and that's about all he can do. We have Chubby Stone, tiny little guy. He's got a good fastball, and whatever behind it, and a slow screw. He can throw the forkball, but he throws very weak. So I'm 75 mile per hour. So we're gonna. He's gonna need some time. He's definitely gonna probably just be relief, and we're gonna try to work on his pitches and recovery. Gus Kidney is one of our pro aspiring players at right field. Already comes with great speed. His catching could use a little work, and a good arm. So really, he doesn't need a whole lot left in the fielding department. Because I kind of keep us at average, below average fielding, but he might start being able to work on his hitting. He looks like he might be a pretty good power guy because, I see E already as a start. He could be our little heavy hitting outfielder. Liam Top. Liam Top is, he's got good pitch selection. We'll have to see how he develops. I don't know how we're going to use him just yet. Zach Sparrow, our shortstop. His fieldings already starts out good, so we can already work on his batting to get things working and be utilized a little bit pretty soon. Booker Coy, kind of our first real other than Cookie Max had the hair, I wanted to bring kind of a goofy style second baseman. So we'll see how Booker Coy is. He's going to need some time. And then Dan Gillicuddy. Not McGillicuddy, but just Gillicuddy because I couldn't fit the whole thing. An outfielder that is going to need a lot of work. But I'm excited. There's a lot of good talent on this team. So, a lot of future prospects here. Kidney was aspirations of join. His favorite pro players, that guy, and I don't know who the fuck they are because I don't know them. Let me introduce somebody who's interested in becoming club manager next. It's the freshman, Karen. has joined the team as the new club manager. Now that you've met the new team, it's time to share your vision of the team's development strategy. I mean, I definitely need to work on our pitching. That is still necessary. I really like making sure our defense and pitching's good, because hitting is naturally improving all the time. The moment we strayed away from that, we hit a little bit of a rough patch in our training. You're amazed to see Zero being picked up. They were just showing the rookie prospects who really enjoyed the pro scene. I like how DK is still just way too tall for the box. The locker room's they're like, that's our role model. We're so excited. And it's Sparrow's birthday. He's gotten taller. It's the spring tournament thing. Round 1 against a decent rated team. So our lineup's a little interesting. We have no first years playing, but we are going to try out how Shadow is relieving. Starting. See how he does, because the game really wants him to, but also like him and Max Cookie both have the like Reaper aura come out and be dangerous in relieving. So we'll just kind of see. But Lloyd Stu, contacts improved. He's getting the leadoff spot, even though his average has been pretty down. Hopefully he can maybe turn it around for his final year. Rounder that's going to slow up in that dirt in the rain, but not enough for it to be an out, or for him to get there. Len is up. His contact has developed into quite something. You know, he was kind of invisible for a lot of the early parts of the season. So third year, he's really shown up. Second to third year. It's one heck of a batter. Clyde Dude batting in the third spot. You see he's all across the board. He's a very, like, above average player. Maybe just average to some, but, like, I mean, compared to what we get that come in, we'll take it. Same with MacArthur Hendricks. They're both on, like, the same, like, development cycle there. That's going to possibly bring in a run in round third, going home. RBI for Hendricks. RBI single, and Hughes off to an early lead, and Chris Ahoy batting in the fifth spot. He does have some pop in his bat, so I guess they decided to put him there. I probably would have went with Flint. Bobbles it. He tagged him out. I don't know about that, but we'll take it. We have to accept it. We got to accept that happened. All right, Shadow up to pitch the first time he gets to start, as we've only seen him in relief outings. First pitch, popped up. Ooh, caught the corner, but not good enough. I still think I may keep Cookie as the starter, but she does go through, or he, I keep saying she because the fucking hair, I just want to call him a girl. They have such velocity, but they do drain through their stamina pretty quickly, because if they max power that velocity, it is exhausting. But Shadow gets through it easy, 1, 2, 3, and we'll see how things go. Four to nothing, and runner on first with one out for Chris Ahoy. With Hendricks on first. Ooh, and Chris Ahoy just pushing that out of here. 2-run shot for some Chris. Every time he gets a home run, someone sends him some Chips Ahoy. We'll take it. Nice little home run. Adds a bit of insurance here for Shadow, but you know what? I mean, not pitching a perfect game. It's a complete game shutout. I'm like, kind of want to let Liam Top come out. You know, let a first year play, but we'll just let him finish this. No reason to. 88 miles per hour. He's got his 10th strikeout. It shows in double digits for strikeouts here. He has faced 29 batters, given up 3 hits, 1 walk or hit by pitch, and 10 strikeouts. It has been a masterful performance for his third-year debut in a way. I mean, it's his first outing as a third year. And his first ever start. He was, oh, that's an 11th strikeout. He was a designated relief pitcher who turned into quite the starter. There's no way he's getting that. Good attempt, though, Reynolds. Ooh, weak contact there. Oh, and it didn't break. It broke just enough to confuse him, but not enough to go out of the zone. That's his 12th strikeout and the ball game. 6-0. He wins the first little round of this one. We'll take a good outing for Shadow. His first ever starting attempt. You love to see it. Shinobi played with his heart out there. It was amazing. Love's title is now he's Kanto's prodigy. This is an underdog team. See how it goes. We moved a few people around in the lineup just a little bit, see how it goes. Not that we needed to compared to how it showed, but I just thought maybe a little tweak to the lineup. Shadow out there again for his second start in this tournament. It's nice to have 2 backup like him and Cookie as like starters, because if he didn't get enough stamina for this game, or he tires out by the 4th inning or something, we at least have a decent stamina person, which I think Cookie has like 99 is maxed out with S-rank stamina. Oh, hit him right in the back. Lost control of my fastball there. Sorry about that. Shadow doesn't have a ton of control. He's been mostly working on breaking levels of his pitches. Control's a little wild. Got a wild arm out there. But he gets through it. Cleans up the mistake. And we'll have Lloyd Stu to lead us off. No power in this kid, but he's got some good contact, and that's what I like to see. Because as much as I do love having power hitters, you need some contact. Got to have some consistent hitting out there. And then if you're lucky, you get a couple guys that are best of both. Lynn with a runner on second. They thought he was going to bunt. He's not a bunting guy, even though if they have a lot of them get the tag. He's going to trade places with Stu and take second base and an RBI double. Go off to a 1-0 lead, and that brings up Clyde Dude. 1 home run, 17 RBIs with 276 batting average. He smokes this one to left field. And that will be an RBI single to break it. Make it 2-0 to Brookett. Can't even talk. I get so excited. Now bring up Jamie Love, who's hitting now in the 4th spot. He's got great pop in his bat, which is weird because I didn't remember working on power with him. I was trying to get his contact up, but the game's like, he's going to be a power outfielder, and I was like, that's fine. Down the line, I love that kind of hitting. That was just beautifully down the line for a fair ball. That'll be an RB or a double, not an RBI this time. The hits just keep on coming, but now you got Flint Rubb, who's also in the 5th spot with power. 409 batting average, 2 home runs, 22 RBIs. Smacks this out to right, off the fence. He he's safe. That's an RBI double or 2 RBIs. I don't know how he's safe at second. He runs like a fucking tree, but it works. You may be asking, well, trees don't run. And I'm like, that's exactly it. This guy's legs barely fucking move. Top of the 5th, 1 out away from it being mercied. And he struck him out, and that's the ball game. Shadow strikes and closed the door on that one. 11-0. It was an underdog team. Hughes crushed them. Shadow pitched a one-hitter. Another beautifully pitched game. Great offense all around. All right, on to the next round. It's a decent rated team. See what happens here. We're still better than decent, but I've also been beaten by decent before as well, depending on how we're hitting and pitching. Lloyd to lead us off. Lloyd's average has been dropped a bit. He hasn't been doing the best. I may end up moving him down a little bit and bringing somebody else. I mean, Grease wasn't terrible at the starting, like the leadoff, but I might bring somebody else up to lead off instead of Stu. Like, I'm hitting okay with him, but every so often, but the CPU clearly isn't. He bobbles it. That counts as a hit. Maybe it dropped and then he bobbled it when it bounced. But now you got a runner on first. No outs. Running at me, ready for the bunt. I'd be scared to run at them like that, especially if he's not showing any signs of bunting. Two balls, two strikes. There's a meatball down the middle. I'll go all the way to left field. At least moved a runner to third. And you got runners on the corners with no outs for Clyde Dude. Looking to add more RBIs to it. Hitting 297, 21 RBIs. It's this one deep to left. It does drop. I thought it wasn't. He was going to catch it, so I was waiting for the sac fly, but that's 1-0. Had I known, I probably would have brought two in. Jamie Love up to bat. Look, for a guy with some power, he's still looking for his first home run. Two balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss on that 64-mile-per-hour changeup. Smokes this past the shortstop. Gonna test the arm there at left field. Rounding third, going home. He's safe. It's 2-0. Fantastic's up 2, and that means Flint Rub up to bat with no outs. Lets the curveball go for a ball. Smokes it to right. Off the wall. Gonna bring in another run. And now I think the CPU can take it from here. This team is clicking on all cylinders. I love seeing it go up when the simulation's happening because it's like I know I'm doing good hitting against it when they're not doing so great, but when I can see the simulation start improving with it, I'm happy. Shadow up again. Pitching. He gets a strikeout to start things off. Dropping that ERA from back when it was a bloated 5 to about 2 now. A lot of the pitchers we've had really come out and shine around the third year. I really will be excited if we get like a really good pitcher that is just a first-year perfection somehow. Brand new, just ready to go, and they don't even need me for training. If we can get someone like that, that'd be crazy. And 3 strikeouts. Just back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. Methodical with it. We'll see how they play out. Newtastis continue to crush this team. Runner on first. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. They don't score or do anything here, they will be mercied. Shadow's different style of pitches have been keeping them off guard. And sometimes they're not even swinging at it, but he has a couple of those, like, abilities that make him deadly out there, and it's been amazing to see. Oh, swing and a miss on the slider on the inside. Get out of this one, and that's ball game. 8-0. Held him to 5 hits. Shadow in his last 3 games of pitching as a starter have been just locked in. What do you get as a nickname? The Perpetual Machine? Nice. We're evenly matched in this one, she says. We'll see. Round 4 of the Spring Special Tournament. Lloyd Stew still trying to let him lead off to see what he can do. But it might be changing him sooner or later on this roster to maybe batting a little bit lower on the lineup here. Ball just out of his zone, 2-1. Nice smack over to center field. Or a single for a Stew. Bringing up the hot hitting Lynn, 331 batting average. Maybe he should be leading off. As I hit it right to second. Never mind, get out of here. Clyde Dude up, 295, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. It's a nice piece of that one over to center. Just keep moving the runner from next base to the next. Jamie Love still searching for his home run for a guy with B power. He hasn't really made solid contact yet. Though he has power. I don't know if his trajectory is very good or not for it. Also caught the corner with that. So 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. Oh, the fastball. Brought in the 92 heater. I was not ready. Flint Rub now with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Man's like showing off his curveball. Oh, I got under it. Not going to go too crazy on the first inning, but we did get a couple hits. No runs, though. Shadow is back out there for another start. Not at full stamina, but still enough to go a little while, depending on how the innings go. And worst case, you still have Max Cookie in the reserve spot. Good overflip to the pitcher, covering for out number 1. This one's a loud hit over to Hendricks. And a runner on with 1 out. It's storming, so if I vanish, it will be because the power went out. Or my internet died because of it. If that happens, I may not be coming back just because we are around the time where I will need to go and get foods at some point. Which I should be figuring that out soon because if power goes out. But I walked them. Now you got runners on first and second. Over to Reynolds. I don't know. Had to run it. Still got the double play. Couldn't flip it to the second baseman. Got the double play. Got out of trouble. Love to see it. Runners on first and second with no outs for a chance for Jamie Love to add and get some runs on the board here. Or more than 1 run. But he hits it too hard to center field. I don't know why the first baseman guy was so far off the bag. I was trying to tell him to go back and wasn't listening to my input. And let's just stick to contact for the moment. We'll let the power come through the contact. Smile. As breaking pitches are nasty. Hit past the second baseman. You're going to try to test his arm. We could have. Might have been able to make it, but the guy at third isn't super fast. But now you got MacArthur Hendricks. Just caught a piece of it, but it's going to stay up probably too high. No, nobody could get it, so that's going to be an RBI. just in that weird no man's land of left, center, and short. Nobody could get to it. Now you got Chris Ahoy. Oh, I was waiting. I was hoping I could get it if it landed right into that spot, and it didn't. But 2 runs for Ew. Another chance for them to add on. A little bit of insurance as Clyde comes up. Was runners on with 2 outs. I just swung under it. And it's my fault. I was just eager. I saw the bright lights. I was excited. Runner on second, 2 outs. Shadow still out there trying to keep the team alive. Rams this one over Reynolds. Gets it, and that's out. Gets out of trouble. All right, we're at the bottom of the 9th with 2-0 score, and Shadow's still out there throwing 92 pitches. Ball right down the line to Rub. Gets the out himself. Out number 1. Hit right over Reynolds, but he's able to get there. Out number 2. Shadow an out away from a complete game shutout here in the spring tournament. Popped it up. Shadow's underneath it. Catches it. Ball game. Shadow pitches the complete game shutout. Utastics win 2-0. A little close matchup. They did say we were pretty much equal. A balanced game. Shadow held them to 2 hits. They did have 3 errors. We got the 2 runs we needed. We capitalized on the mistakes. We take the win. We move on in the tournament. They said this is a mid-tier team. I don't know how well Shadow was kind of already tired, so I don't know how well he's going to do in this. I was thinking of putting in Cookie, but we'll see. Hopefully Shadow can keep it going. He is a little bit fatigued, but that's still a good amount to maybe get him for a bit, but we'll see. He starts off with a strikeout. You love to see it, but he is, you know, just kind of see how he goes throughout the game. Oh, I fucked that up. I thought that the Shadow was going to have that, so I already preemptively threw the first, but that was also diving. It's thundering outside in real life. Fuck that throw up. Over to Rub. Almost ran the complete wrong route to get it. We'll just take the force out. Not try to actually force anything. And struck him out. 12-6 curve. Swung right over the top of it. I love the 12-6 curve pitch. And I'm still continuing to trust in Lloyd in the leadoff spot, mainly because I keep forgetting to change it after the game because I'm forgetful. But also, you know, maybe I just have hopes for him to turn it around in his 3rd year and impress me in the leadoff spot. Like that. There you go. Hits between left and center. He's booking. He's running. He's going to get to second. A double the leadoff. And a huge game here at the tournament. For Lynn now with a runner on second. Just got under it. It's in that no man's land, though, but the shortstop able to get that, though. Clyde Dude up to bat. 303 batting average. Smacks this one hard up to the wall, and that's going to be an RBI. Yeah, this is another one of those teams that they said was lower ranked than us. So every time we go against someone that's a specific rank, I hit really well against, and then we'll play against a higher team, and I can't hit for shit because the higher teams, as that ball is gone, thanks to Love's 2-run shot, they start throwing less fastballs, which is smart because I can't hit anything other than a fastball most of the time. I get sometimes lucky on a breaking pitch. Love with the big home run. Keeps us going. Chance for a little insurance. Clyde up to bat with a runner on second, 1 out. Ooh, should have just stuck to contact, but I got a little excited. Like me when I realize there's leftovers. Jamie Love, though, he did get his home run. He wanted, and he's going to keep adding on more. Jamie Love guy is and where he came from in this third year, but I am actually loving it. I like how he has developed in these past years. His first year, I don't know if he was even doing anything. Which is kind of the story with a lot of them. We don't see them in the first year because of players like this is doing stuff. But I feel like he was didn't show up in the second one as much. Arthur Hendrick. I think you didn't play as much because I think Ricky was playing outfield before he graduated, as I fucked that one up. And Hendricks was playing more outfield than Love was. Neto has very little to no stamina left. Top of the 8th. Runner on first and second with no outs. We'll see if he can get through it, but we are ready to bring in somebody from the relief if needed. Like, he has 10 strikeouts so far in this game. Nice throw to second. Couldn't get the double play. It was a little awkward, but we'll take the out. Ball's pulled hard, foul. And swing and a miss, struck him out. 11 strikeouts for Shadow. Even with no stamina, the man is pitching fantastically. But we go into the bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th, and we'll see how it goes. Ball over to Stu. Stu throws it high. Rubb's able to get it, though. An inaccurate throw saved by Flint. Oh, and that ball, there was a very little control window on that fastball, so it's getting a little harder to throw these pitches. Hold on. Orders. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Cup holder. Go out there and talk to Shadow for a moment. There we go. Gave him a little stamina boost. Oh, the slider's nasty. 12 strikeouts for Shadow. It's just sad because they get so dominant with its third year. This is the final year we're seeing these guys. Full-powered fastball to try to strike him out, but it's still hit into the ground. 4-0. He was out by a mile. He still slid. 5-1. Tastics with another win. Opposite to how we started the session today. We started the session just loss. Gained power sense. I don't know what that means. One step closer to glory. And now we're in the quarterfinals against the mid-tier rated Adachi. Oh, Adachi, you're back at it again, I see. Shadow have the energy. Doesn't have a lot. I'm a little worried of putting Shadow in there again. I'm gonna... this might bite me in the ass, but we're gonna put Cookie in. Even though we went in with Shadow at half-cocked last time, it got a little risky a bit. We'll see if Cookie can hold it down in the quarterfinals. Cookie with that 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Throws like a fucking cannon. Holy shit. The last time I feel like we even faced Adachi, we couldn't even throw up to 70 to 80. Now we're throwing 96-mile-per-hour pitches. Over to Reynolds. Makes the catch. Oh, that was foul. I thought that might have been in. Popped it up, jammed him. That ball just rushing in on them. Jams them. You're not going to believe it. Lloyd's still leading off. It's weakly to third. He tags the base because of his momentum, but I like to think he tagged it to get the invisible runner out. But out number one. Lynn up to bat. Nobody on. I got a little bit under it, but they're playing a bit deep there in center. He makes the dive. What a play. Kiriyama with a heck of a diving play to get the out. You love the hustle. Expect it, even if it's an opposing team. Great sliding catch. Clyde dude with nobody on and 2 outs. He's like, catch this one. That ball's gone. Dude crushes it. 393 feet. Opening salvo. 1-0. It may not be a DK 400-plus footer, but it still gives us what we need. And now Jamie Love got a home run last time. His first one finally is up to bat. Oh, God, that was a late break, and I look silly. Oh, he throws the knuckleball. That's my thing for when I used to do career mode stuff. I thought about doing that when I do the two-way player thing. When I do the star mode, I might either do a knuckleball or I might have someone who's really good with the pitch because I want to do that. When rubbed, though, runner on first. 2 outs. Fucking knuckleball, 58 mile per hour, son of a bitch. And it just slowly drifts wherever the fuck it wants to go. I've never faced it like a full knuckleballer before. I've seen like the knuckle curveball. I've seen the Aces curveball a little bit, but holy crap. MacArthur, though, 5 home runs, 25 RBIs, I think it said. That's this one to center. We're going to get just the 1 run today in this inning, but see how the team goes. Ooh, it's been a back and forth battle, 2-2. Max Cookie not looking super sharp as Shadow's been. As it's 2-2, runner on second. Hit right into the dirt over to that guy, the shortstop. Now Jamie Love. 2 outs and a runner on second. Bad pitch. Almost hit me. I swung too slow. Jammed me a bit, but that's going over to right. That's a fair ball, but that's going to bring in a run. He didn't catch it. It bounced. Deuce take the lead. Another chance for Ews to score with a runner on second for Lynn, the contact hitting shortstop. I was going to test that. I was like, what kind of arm you got, center fielder? We don't have like Ryland Oil type speed yet. We need some people to develop their speeds. I miss it. Oh, I got it. I lined it up just right, and that ball's gone. 3-run shot for the Dude Meister. Six to 2. And there's still more runs to be had with Flint Rub. That's going to bring the run going around third. He's going to go home. They're not even going to try to test it. They're just going to let him run in 7-2. Utastic's offense has exploded here in the 7th. MacArthur now cracks one over to left field. That ball is crushed up to the wall. No warning track power, as we like to say. Oh my God, didn't almost make it to third. Now bring up with runners on the corner, Chris Ahoy. Chris Ahoy smacks this one to center. He does go over his head. He tricked me a little bit on that angle. I thought he was going to catch that. Got him screwing up the running, so that's not going to be an RBI. I hit all the wrong things again. I keep hitting both buttons, and one of the inputs win. My damn sausage fingers. Jimmy Grease, though, with a nice smack. That'll bring in the run that should have scored earlier. Kind of want Jimmy Grease to be batting first, but he's not fast. Here's the hard-hitting DH, Baron Sky, who's also a catcher, but he also DHs. Kind of want him up on the lineup a little bit more. And Jimmy Grease, because there it is. Sky Baron, I think it was called. 3-run walk-off shot. It was exploded with performance enhancers. I don't know what's in their Gatorade. I don't know what they're eating or drinking. But holy crap. They crushed the pitcher out there tonight. Or midday. I don't know what. It looked kind of still daytime-ish. We'll take that win. It's our semifinals, the mid-tier team. It's a mid-tier rated team. Got it. And Shadow will get to take the rock for this one. Shadow had needed a night off. And now he's going to pitch here in the semifinals. Pitching a 1.28 earned run to average, which is phenomenal to see. In one pitch, 1 out. He may not throw 96 miles per hour like Max Cookie, but his pitches, the break level, everything about him are just so nasty. He can go fast. He goes slow. That S-circle change has been nasty. He can bust out the 12-6 curve when he needs to and then bring back the fastball right up and in or a strikeout. Fantastic. Jimmy Grease leading off. No Stu this time. The high contact rated Jimmy Grease is going to lead us off. Swing and a miss on that slow sweeper that went right down the middle, but I wasn't ready. Ooh, fork ball. I was waiting. I was like, is it going to drop or stay? I was a little worried. I was betting. I put all of my chips on it's going to drop. If that was a fastball, I would have swung right under it. And Reynolds right behind him. We have so many units in this thing. You got like A back-to-back A-ranked contacts, and then we get some B back-to-back B powers. It's a lineup that's hard to walk around. Like, you can't just walk a guy just for the next one. They're all dangerous in their own way. I love it. I love what this team has become so far. The only problem is it's me controlling them, and I'm very good at choking, like, when we're at a good spot of winning. Jamie Love now up with 1 out, run on first and second. I tried to follow it. I just was hoping. Back-to-back infield flies. Now you got Flynn Rubb. His fastball's a tiny little guy. Well, I'm glad that didn't move because I wasn't going to hit it if it did. When Rubb able to bring in an RBI. Keep the inning alive with an RBI single. Now bring up Sky Barron, who's usually DHing, but apparently he's in catcher instead, and they switch with Jimmy. The power man in our DH, the hard-hitting catcher. And he's going to smack one over there for an RBI single. I love it. I love that our catchers are so good. Chris Sahoy now up. Another power / kind of contact threat, but I swung right under it. But hey, 2 runs. See how it goes. Chance for more runs, fantastic. Lloyd, of course, now in a big spot with runners on. He has run maker, so he's good when this happens. He's now juiced the bases. Bases are loaded with no outs. They switch pitchers, and MacArthur is going to come out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to send Dude out for a little power boost. You know, give him a little juice, a little of the DK roids with S rank power, and hit it right into the ground the triple way. But that does bring in a run, but unfortunately at the cost of a double play. Jimmy will drive in a run. That's why we put him at the top of the lineup. His contact is unbeatable. Now be a double. RBI double for JG Jimmy Grease. Now Reynolds, 2 outs still with a runner on, could continue to add on to this lead. Nope, hits it right to the shortstop. We like doing that a lot. Another opportunity for more runs while Flint is up. Just getting us in a lot of scoring opportunities. And he will take advantage of it. I'm surprised they didn't throw the guy going to second because Flint was not very fast. Now you got Sky Barron up. 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. I haven't even seen half of those. But hit it right to the infield, so nothing doing there. Oh, it moved at the last second, you little trickster. Such a prankster, you. Boyd will be up now. His average has improved to 262. And he does love when there's runners on. I think that's better for him than being a leadoff guy. And it's 6-0 for MacArthur Hendricks now. Weak. Smack. Foul. Hit over to the shortstop, just past the diving shortstop, and another run. Scores 7. And that's the ball game. Utastics win again. Going on to, I think we're going now to the finals. This was the semifinals. A huge necessary win here for the Utastic High. 15. Shadow held them to a 1-hitter. My God, he's dangerous. Grab the top spot. So I think, yeah, we reached the finals. So we already have a guarantee. This is what happened last time. We already guaranteed in it. But if we can win it, we get a good spot. I don't know. Or it just makes us look good. It might help us in the bracket. Didn't really help last time because I lost literally the first game when we went to it. But maybe this time will be different. This is a mid-tier rated team. I'd hope I can win. I hope. But I've been wrong before. The finals, day 13. Very similar to last episode where we're at the finals of this, and that's probably where the video will be done after this one. I need to get some food. All the way over to dude. He's not going to make that one. And he's in with a double to start us off. Got a double on him. Ooh, showing bunt, then swinging, huh? Boink. Throw over first, so they can move the runner over to third. A little small ball. And that will bring in the run. 1-0 already. Again, don't care if we lose, but we do want to try to win. But at least we've already made it to the next tournament. Loves running over. Hendricks, I feel like, would have been able to get that, but they didn't let me control him. Good attempt. Now running into a little bit of trouble early on. Weak ground ball over to Shadow to throw to first. Get out of that inning. Or at least out of the top there. And we'll see how we do as Jimmy Grease will lead us off. Hard hit over to left. A loud start to the inning for us. Now you got Lynn. I'm expecting maybe a bunt, but I don't always bunt. Sometimes I do, but in this scenario. Go Jimmy. Jimmy's on third now. Runners on the corners for Clyde Dude. Smacks this one out to deep center. I don't think he's going to be able to get this one. He doesn't. That ball's gone. Dude Clyde. Or whatever we call him, Clyde Dude. Smoked a 3-run shot. Puts us back in the lead now. We may not have DK anymore since he graduated, but a lot of this team has been picking up their power slack. We may not see anybody else hit 20-plus home runs and 70 RBIs in the 3-year high school span, but we can still hope the team can kind of try to do it accumulative. Bases loaded now for it. Lynn. Smacks over the second baseman's head. That'll bring in a run, maybe even 2. It does. 2 RBI single for Lynn. Keeps us in the game 5-2. Right now, runner on second. Shadow in a little bit of danger, but see if he can get out of this one. And he does. Struck him out. 4th strikeout of the game. Gets him out of the inning. Gets out of danger. Now again, runner on second with no outs. Trying to hold on to a 5-2. We want to keep the lead. Goes behind Reynolds. He's able to catch it. 1 out. That slider, the way it breaks back in. Oh, we got him in the corner. Fish strikeout, threw the fastball up and in. Reynolds trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Over to Hoy. Throws to first. Gets the out. Side retired. Another chance for Ews to score with a runner on second for Jamie Love. All right, Jamie Love smacks this one like a golf swing. That's going to bring in a run. I don't know if that's enough for Mercy or where we're at. No, I think we're still good. 6-2. Man, they're doing so good even when I'm not playing. But 6-2. Sky Baron up to bat with runners on the corner. Ooh, he smoked it. I try to follow that a little bit, and that ball off the wall brings in another run. Really making a statement in this tournament. All right. Shadow's tired, but he's pitched his way to the ninth with 109 pitches thrown. And he strikes. That guy didn't even want to swing. That guy just gave up before it even started. Hit over to Ahoy. Out number 2. 1 out away for Ews to win another spring tournament so that they can move on to go to the regional that I fucked up in the beginning of the game today. Hopped up over to Love. He runs it down. Clicks into place, and that's ball game. It's the second time they're going to the regionals. Now they gotta sing their damn song. Which I don't even know, like, the pacing of where the words even go in it. I should change it after the next year. I think I can change it anytime, but for the year ends, I can see if I can switch the words around or change it up. Winter is the season for learning, till the day we seize glory. Let us sing for Ew-tastic High. 7-2 is the score. Both teams with 9 hits. 1 error on their part. Ew-tastics and them, they're both going. Both teams are going to the regional, but I don't know if us winning also gives us a better spot in the bracket or not. But either way, get to go to the regionals regardless. And hopefully, in the next episode, when we do this, because I had to wrap up because it's storming and I got to get food. Hopefully the next time, I don't blow it in game 1. But I really like the team we got going. Everyone's in a very good, like, consistent spot, and pitching has been phenomenal. So I would like to hope that we could. But we also just beat a lot of not great teams, so I don't know. Once we get to the regional, it's going to be a different story. I'm going to save it there. YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed. I appreciate all the love and support that YouTube has been giving for this. A lot of people have been commenting and or liking the video. It helps the algorithm and all that stuff for people to find it. So hopefully we'll be back to doing it again. I don't know when it will be, but we will do another episode as I do. Because at some point I want to try to get to the damn tournament, like the main one, but I just got to stop being a fucking choke artist. But until then, YouTube, hopefully you enjoy.